Going live. Okay. Chudcast is live once again. I'm probably just going to wait a second for people to flood in here, I guess. It should take a second. Especially since you're just editing this out for the Spotify anyway.
Okay. If I do, you need to say like welcome to the Chudcast or something.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, well, I'll do that right now. Welcome back to Chudcast, episode 7. And no, the video still isn't done. Actually, the plan originally was to have the Indiana Jones review out as soon as this podcast ends, but I decided to sleep instead of stay up all night. Though it might have been amusing to see a sleepless Chudcast. Devin would have to carry this thing, I think. But no, I decided to sleep.
That's good.
Yeah.
I would fail.
Okay, so, yeah, I think audio levels are fine. Listen, chat, it's up to you, because I had to turn Devin up since, you know, you failed every episode.
Yeah, chat, you guys are worthless. I just want you to know that.
Devin has been quieter in every single episode, so I finally turned him up. But that also means the background music will be louder. It sounds fine on my end, but, you know, who knows? Someone might complain about it. Shut up, Devin, you suck. All right, there you go.
Eat shit. You guys are getting what you deserve later. You'll see.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you have a new segment prepped. I didn't download any of that shit, though, so whatever. I'll just play random shit in the background.
No, I'll just send you the...
Yeah, if you want me to pull it up live, it's fine. Yeah. I just probably should have prepped that beforehand. Oh, well.
Nothing.
You don't watch this for production value. I don't know why people pretend. Like, people are still to this day tell me, you know, you should get an editor or you should edit better or something. Getting an editor actually is fine. I just refuse to do it. I don't trust anybody. But I am never going to dedicate my time to editing better. I fucking hate editing. Still hate it. Always will. Anyway, let's get to the news. So, Marvel Rivals debuts with one of the biggest free-to-play launches in Steam history after the year-long live service bloodbath that claimed X-Defiant and Concord. Okay, so this
did
really...
you play this?
No, I didn't get around to playing it. You played it, though, right?
Yeah, it's just Overwatch.
Yeah, I figured. Is this really a shock to anybody that, you know, the fucking cape shit game that's free-to-play had an extremely successful launch?
Yeah, and it's very generous. Like, they give you every character for free. So they clearly needed an explosive launch.
1.3 million concurrent players day one. That is pretty damn high. It just shows you, though, that, like, PC gaming is just fucking mainstream now. There's no such thing as PC Master Race anymore.
Sad.
Yeah, so... There are some caveats to that stat, as several games debuted on Steam as paid titles and later went free to play, enjoyed bigger numbers the first day they stopped costing money, such as the case with Counter-Strike Global Offensive and PUBG. Relaunches like Counter-Strike 2 and Warzone 2.0 also attracted bigger concurrent player numbers.
Yeah, I don't think that's really the point, though. Like, 1.3 million's big enough. Like, that's clearly a massive success.
Yeah, it does show, though, that if they had released this 5 years ago, it probably would have been, you know, top 3 biggest Steam launches, I would think.
Yeah, they couldn't have released it before, though. Then they couldn't copy off Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I guess. They could have just copied off Overwatch 1. Overwatch 1 came out, what, 9 years ago or something? How long ago was it?
I think, fuck, I didn't bring this up as news because I only just thought of it. But I think Blizzard is suing them for this being too similar to Overwatch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. Even with all the money they've got now.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I mean, this isn't Japan we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, pretty dumb if true. But I might just be lying. I love spreading misinformation. So,
yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love how we have to rely on Koreans now for, attractive character designs. It's not even sexual content in this case. It's just, not that Games Radar is showing off any women, only men.
Sorry, look up
big
Squirrel
gay.
Girl. That's the one everyone's freaking out about.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, because they made her thick.
Yeah.
They made her thick. Hold on.
Yeah, what's with the Zoomy obsession with fat women?
Lower standards, because they can't get any.
Yeah, probably. Or do skinny women just not exist anymore?
Also worship of a certain culture that likes,
Now, what culture are you talking about?
I don't know. Certain culture represented by 13% of the population.
I'm sure it's a good one. I'm sure it's a good culture.
Hold on. I'm just gonna throw it on the stream so people can see. Like, this is the official art, so no Coomer exaggerations. It really doesn't look that crazy, honestly. Like, I don't know.
It's I don't know. It seems pretty standard, attractive female design. Like, it's not really Coomer at all.
There you go. You probably can't see it, Devin, because you're not watching the podcast. But
oh, okay. Well, I know what it looks like. So
yeah, there you go. There's your Squirrel Girl design. I love how we really are back to like Overwatch days where people are just gonna.
You just slap it on the front. I just.
yeah. Well, I want to make sure people can see it on mobile.
Throw
her in. You want her to replace a character? Who do you want to replace?
Slap her on top of the Chud.
Chud Crystal.
Yeah, because they'll probably take 2 slots.
You don't even want to replace Chud Crystal, just slap it on top.
No, just throw them right on top.
Yeah, only the best production values here. Did I even, you want me to at least, like, crop it so that it fits?
No, just throw it right there.
Don't even crop it. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Holy shit. All right, well, I'm sure people are going to come in here and be like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
They really don't give a fuck anymore. Well, I haven't for at least a couple of years now, so if it's... Okay.
It's on brand.
Yeah. All right, next piece of news. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle bombed. See, good news. Good news. The amount of shilling on V for this shit is truly embarrassing. That site is fucking dead. 4chan's dead. There's no point in using it. It's literally just marketers, brigaders from other sites, and Coomers. I mean, Coomers are probably like the only core fan base left.
Yeah, which is why everyone gets upset when you talk about games. Because it's not Cooming, so it has to be a marketer.
Yep. Well, if it was talking about the Indiana Jones game, you better believe it ain't organic. Avowed was way worse, though. Avowed, like, I don't know which marketing agency they paid, but they're spamming threads for weeks. It's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody's playing this gay shit. Nobody.
Do you know what the budget was for this?
For the no, actually. I probably should look it up or something, but it's not going to be in the video. I really don't care what the budget is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird because I feel like until very recently, any licensed game had a low budget and like for good reason. Like, how could they expect this to do that well? I mean, licensed games are known for poor quality.
Yeah, that's true. And nobody cares about Indiana Jones anymore. He had 2 shit movies. And basically only boomers care about the character. Even though we grew up with the movies, neither one of us have seen them since we were kids. Do you even remember them?
No, not even vaguely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I really only remember the first 2. I don't remember the third one very well. So, I don't think, young millennials and Zoomers just don't give a shit about Indiana Jones. He hasn't been relevant in forever. So I have no idea why they decided to make this game, except that Machine Games can't make a video game unless you kill Nazis in it. So,
yeah.
That's it. That's.
Can you, who are you whipping in this game? Do you whip any
only
like,
whites for the most part? But I don't know. Do you want me to show the clip? That's
Yeah, is there a clip?
I have a clip of me.
I'd like to see a clip of someone getting whipped. I wonder who.
Were you in this? No, we're being a little facetious here because I already showed my brother part of the video. But hold on, I have a clip. Here we go. It should be near the end. Guys, I already. Okay, guys, I was yelling at chat because something bugged out. Hold on. Grab somehow.
Wait, is that guy supposed to be black?
Yeah.
Oh.
The actor is. Oh, hold on. It must have been right at the beginning of the fight. I was not ready, guys. How long was I on this fucking fight?
Giant dude. Well, I guess
like
he did
15
assault
minutes.
us near the beginning.
I died like 10
Not another
times.
fucking
that's
fight.
why.
Okay,
Hold
all
on.
right, time to whip him. It's time.
Is this game hard?
Get back
No.
where you belong, boy.
Not really. I was just tired and
There we go.
I just didn't give a fuck. Yeah, and there's another part where I'll say something questionable.
Time to buck break him.
If I hadn't mumbled the buck break, I probably would have put that in the video too. Anyway, listen, I'm just baiting the racial shit in my videos at this point. Anyway,
It's not racial at all. What are you talking about?
Listen, I am broken by cuckolds at this point, where I'm just like, fuck you, I'll say whatever I want. After the goddamn Warhammer review, I'm like, you know what, fuck you guys. I'll talk about. Hold on, I'm gonna play just the audio of a clip from my video, not show the video, just play the audio. Hold on. This is a little teaser for the video tomorrow. All right, hold on. Oh well, actually, here's a good one. Well, hold on, I'll play two clips, two audio only clips. This is a podcast after all, so the visual is supplementary.
I don't have to edit it out.
How did you make my sister obey your orders?
Then why did she suck my cock?
What if I merely aroused?
Aroused. She was aroused, all right.
People like her would
Big
gladly
Nazi
compromise
cock.
the
It's evident that there's an
There you go. Big Nazi cock is the first one. And then the second one, that is actually relevant to what we're talking about. Where the fuck? I don't know. When do I bring it up? Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is good. This is good. I also want to point out how unimmersive it is that NPCs don't react to any of the actions Indy takes around them. And what I mean by that is I want to be able to whip NPCs. I can't whip brown people or women, which makes me sad. And listen, there you go. There you go. See, come at me, you fucking cuckolds. I'm ready. I'm giving you clips. You go, Twitter, go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't you have like a strike?
That's not going to get me in trouble. It's clearly a joke.
Okay.
Okay. It is a joke.
Do I believe you?
It's portrayed as a joke in the video. Just trust me. Anyway. There's a part of me, if I truly wanted to get banned, that'd be the opening clip in the video. It's just that literally that's
No, you have to bury the lead. Keep it
yeah. All right.
Well, you already know that Twitter people don't even watch your videos. So
Yeah, obviously they don't. Just a random masochists comb all my videos for viral clips.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes off. I mean, it's happened like 5 times at this point. It's kind of crazy. Anyway,
they just love to hate you.
Yep, they do. Oh, well, the feeling's mutual, I guess. But I'm just glad this game bombed, okay? Because, I mean, it's just mediocre slop. It's not terrible. It wouldn't make top 5 worst. Maybe a dishonorable mention, but even then, maybe not. It's like a 5 out of 10, you know? We can talk about that maybe a little bit when we talk about the games we're playing section. Since, spoilers, I didn't play the 1989 games. I was actually kind of busy this week. Now, I'm not saying it would be impossible, because, as Devin says, it probably would have only taken me an hour to play through most of them, because, like, they're so bad, or mediocre, or whatever.
Yeah, or short.
Yeah. But, honestly, I wanted to spend the little, like, breaks, because almost everything I did this week was stream this piece of shit game and edit the video. There was maybe like, if I had played the 89 games the first 2 days of after we did the podcast, like if I played it Tuesday and Wednesday, I could have done it for sure. But you know me, I don't do that. Procrastination. Okay, next piece of news. We're almost done with Suicide Squad Kills Just League. Yeah, I never fucking reinstalled it to play any of these seasons. Some people did ask me to when they added Joker, but there was so little content from what I heard, it wasn't really worth it. But yes,
this is just an obligation, right? That they had already agreed.
Yeah,
to.
I think they were contractually obligated to do a year of content or something. So this is gonna be the last season.
Can the studio die now? Can they be shut down, please?
Yeah, Warner Brothers is pretty fucking retarded. So I don't know if they're gonna shut down Rocksteady. If they were smart, they would. But they've made so many bad gaming decisions. I think we already talked about, like, what was that, the first or second episode of the Chudcast where we talked about multiverses. Like, how they mishandled multiverses just shows how stupid they are.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're finally adding Deathstroke because, like, they figured they added 3 gay subversive characters, so maybe they'll add a white man. But who knows? He could be brown. That could be a plot twist.
This is, I've told you before, this is the worst game I've ever played, like, by far. And what makes me sad is that, for you, it's, like, not even your bottom 5.
Yeah, no, it's not even bottom 5. Nope. I mean, it probably is the second worst game that came out this year. So it is still pretty bad. Dustborn. Definitely Dustborn.
It's the new porn!
Yeah. Well.
I think you're just a hater.
At least you didn't say newborn next to it. As I did
I avoid
every
that
time.
Part. That's your favorite
Every
part.
time. Shut up. Now, that's not a joke, by the way. That'll be in the next hit piece, because we don't tell jokes here.
Yeah, no jokes.
But, it's... Yeah, so let's see. Season 4 is coming out January 14th, 2025. Or episode 8, I guess. There's 2 episodes of it. Episode 7 is December 10th. Episode 8, January 14th. And then it's done. So, yeah, that was almost a year of support. They did what they had to do. It says
now,
that
people are saying that Breakers outlived this game, but we don't know that yet. Breakers still could die in the next couple days.
Yeah, well, I think at bare minimum, the season's supposed to last until February, so it at least had longer support than Suicide Squad Kills Justice League. Yeah, Breakers...
Well, they haven't, they said they're going to make an offline version of Suicide Squad. So technically, it has one more update to go.
Yeah. Yeah, offline mode. I see some stuff. Yep.
Yeah, the offline mode doesn't exist yet. It just will.
Yeah, no one cares, though. I mean,
I do.
No, you don't.
This need to be preserved.
Yes. This is truly what we're fighting for, to preserve live service games. No, that is not shade toward what's his face, Accursed Farms, right?
Yeah, Accursed Farms. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I agree with the principle, but live service games are ass, and I don't care about preserving any of them. I'll just say that.
Yep.
All right. Next piece of news. We actually kind of already knew this, I'm pretty sure, but Elden Ring.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I didn't know.
Elden Ring sequel currently not being considered, from software working on multiple projects spanning a variety of genres. By Muhammad. A guy named Muhammad. Okay. All right. Anyway, incredibly common name in
Scroll up.
in
Does
London.
that say Muhammad Ali? Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Very popular name in London these days. Anyway,
you know it's the number 1 baby name now?
Yes. Yep.
Incredible.
I did know that, yeah. But, no, I don't think there's much to say here. From Software has been saying for years that they were done with Souls-likes, and people keep, forcing them to make
there's
more.
no way that could be true. Is it really? Are they done? That'd be awesome. That'd be great. That'd be great, but I don't believe them.
Yeah, they don't want to do it anymore. I know Miyazaki doesn't, at least. Who knows about the PE team? Maybe the B team will make some other soul slop type of thing.
Well, because I was thinking this news didn't matter because it doesn't matter if it's Elden Ring 2. It'll just be Dark Souls 7 or whatever.
No, yeah,
they're on.
supposedly they're done with it. Supposedly. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Maybe they could make a good game this time.
Well, listen, a lot of people really liked Armored Core 6, Devin, and that was my most controversial review amongst my own fans last year. Are you
Yeah, look, a
telling
7
me?
out of 10 is the greatest game ever made now.
What are you talking about? Someone says it's the best game they've ever played. I think there literally was a guy who watches this podcast who said that is the greatest game he's ever. He's like, it's like his favorite game or something. He said something like that. I'm just like,
That's just sad. I want to know what specifically about Armored Core 6 that it does better than every other game you've ever played.
who knows? It probably is an ESL anyway. But no, knowing the type of people who watch me, so I couldn't explain it. At least not in our language.
Yeah, most of the chat is
language.
It's fine. It was okay. You know.
Yeah, well, I got dislike bombed for a 6 out of 10 joke.
Well, I dislike all your videos just for funsies.
Yeah, that's
so
a lie.
That might
Shut
be
up.
why.
Liar. Anyway, next piece of news. Okay, this one was one of the more interesting ones. Itch.io says it was taken down by Funko. And so this is an interesting story. I hope the article actually covers it properly because I didn't pre-read this. But basically, Funko, yes, the company that makes Funko Pops, obviously, you can see here, uses an AI-powered software to basically send like phishing reports automatically to the domain registrar. So they sent it to, I actually don't remember. Hopefully it says it here, what their registrar was. But I want my name. That's it. Yeah. So their AI, literally, it's an AI reporting system. This is like, people, again, I know I keep, talking about the same shit because some things just like annoy me for long periods of time. But I just think of like how many people didn't believe it was possible that Amazon had, basically bots for the Fallout show to promote it and to also like just spam any negative reviews of it. And it's like, listen, I've been seeing my numbers on YouTube for over 4 years. I know what, a controversial video looks like. I've done plenty of them. It was clearly bots, right? There's bots being used for fucking everything on the internet now. This is why dead internet theory has become a thing. They're using an automated bot report system for copyright infringement. That's what it is. So yeah, Brand Shield. Oh, okay. And you guys will love this, warning strike on my channel. So listen, this is a fact. Okay. Brand Shield, their headquarters is in Israel. That is true. That's a fact. That's not anti-Semitic. That's just a fact. Anyway, I'm just saying. So
it's completely unrelated. Just saying.
Yeah. Regardless, the point is, these fucking retarded normies better start learning to recognize bots, okay? There's a certain benefit to not being neurotypical, and it's noticing patterns, I mean, unfortunately, if you're on the autistic side, it also means chopping your penis off, likely. But on the ADHD side, you become enlightened. First of all, you get good taste in video games. So many of you have bad taste because you don't have ADHD.
No, that's already a lie, because Factorio, that's like autistic people.
Yeah, no. ADHD
people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Sonic is also ADHD people.
Yeah, well,
so
okay, Sonic's dog shit.
No, Sonic's great. Fuck you.
Sonic is famous for being dog shit. That's what it's known for.
A few of the games are good, and the rest are ass.
I thought you were gonna say a few were bad. I was so
no, most of them are bad. We all know that most of them are mediocre or bad. We all know that. Okay, but there's a few good ones.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Christian's problem was he just noticed too many patterns.
No, he's autistic. He's not ADHD. That's the difference. I'm saying autism bad, ADHD good. And
isn't Factorio an ADHD game? I guess people say that game.
Hell no.
No, it's not.
No, those are liars. There's no fucking way. That's boring ass slop. You just stare at a screen. No, hell no. You and me
What,
have similar tastes in games because of our ADD, ADHD, blah blah
Okay,
blah.
what makes an ADHD game then?
A B C D E F G. What makes
You're
it
LGBT.
going fast?
you.
First of all, going fast. That's
Makes you
that's a
feel
rhyme.
alive.
That's why. No. Did you save the comment? I know I'm jumping ahead of ourselves here. Did you save the comment that said Astrobot was better than Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom and I overrated it?
No, I didn't see that one.
Fuck. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I didn't save it either because I don't care. There was someone who said I'm overrating Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom and that Astrobot is better. That's because you like going slow because you're fucking slow.
It also just means you're shit at games. Like, the mechanical complexity of Astrobot is fucking nothing. It's literally you're just waddling around the entire game, and then you hit A sometimes. Compared to Yellow Taxi, where you have to measure your speed and the slopes, and you're doing all kinds of complex inputs.
Anyway, so we're talking about nothing. We're supposed to be talking about AI taking down websites.
Well, you're an AI. Well, the problem I have with you and your bot talk is what's the difference between a bot and someone without a soul?
Yeah, like an Indian, you
I
mean?
can't tell the
Oh, wait,
difference.
I can't say that. Anyway, no, well, the reason I said Indian is because they're Indian bot farms. Even if it's not literally AI, the actual people working for these companies. Muda called.
we got it.
Yeah, I was saying Mudahar as I was saying that for sure, but no. That's why I left Twitter. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the banter. Anyway, regardless, we love Game Sense. He's the best mod. Okay, he's an honorary Aryan, like anyone who watches this channel.
Look, the majority of chat is brown.
Yes,
and so that's our shield.
Should we do a poll, another minority poll? We need to find out who's watching the podcast.
Yeah, I thought we already did. The first podcast, we asked how many people were Hispanic.
Should I include Slavs as white? Because last time I made it... No.
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 Also, Europeans aren't white either. We know the demographics of Europe.
No, I'm just going to ask, are you
Only
white?
true
Yes,
white.
no.
Italians aren't white
No,
either.
it's
We
fine.
know that.
Yeah, true. So everyone's racist who hates me. Fuck you, okay? I'm Italian as fuck. I'm so brown, it's unreal. Anyway, so... Ignore the pale skin
are
tone.
natural born liars. There's no way 60%
Yeah, they're all liars. I know.
Yeah.
You can't be trusted. Anyway,
or maybe it's anyone who's not white is working right now, so they can't pull out their phone to vote.
it's past 5. If they're working past 5, then are they white? I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that is what you're
all
saying.
The non-whites can't
I see.
vote.
Good
because
point.
They're working.
I heard you wrong. Anyway, let's move on. This is the most racist Chudcast yet. And this is exactly what the stream
What do you
audience
mean? We
came
haven't
for.
said anything bad. In fact, we're saying it's a good thing
You're
that
right.
we have such a diverse audience.
I love Indians. I would never whip minorities or women, but I would like it if I did. I would never do it though. Okay, moving on. Next piece of news before I dig myself a deeper hole.
That's the real white man's burden, knowing that you'd like it.
Right. So this is. I'm actually not reading the healthcare assassin thing. I think I forgot to exit out of this, but basically, so you guys all remember the CEO killer, the Chud. Some people have said he's a Chud. Yeah, Luigi Mangione. There you go.
Yep.
So he was a programming intern on Civilization 6. He fixed over 300 UI bugs. So not only was he a Chud, he also, worked on a video game, and he killed the CEO. That's way more than anything any leftist has done in their life. So, base Chud assassin.
Also, I 100% believe this is the guy because he's Italian.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, as we know, Italians are non-white, so you're racist if you hate them.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, I just wanted to bring that up because it's ever so slightly related to gaming, because he was a gamer, and he was right-wing, and he wrote, weird, manifesto-y tweets. I don't feel like bringing him up. I don't really care. But I did read a couple, and he was a chud. There you go.
Did you hear how they got him?
I can't remember. How did they get him?
It was in a McDonald's employee identified him.
Damn. See, this is.
Yep.
If your face
never help the little man. That's why I try and tell people.
Yep.
They will drag you down.
Yeah, listen, they pretend it's high art, and it was a good movie. I'm not talking shit. But the Korean film Parasite, the whole point of that movie is just poor people are bad too. And people are like, oh, this is so profound. I'm like, poor people have always been bad. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The
That's what I thought the whole time.
To tell you this.
Yeah, like the toucans from space are rubbing their hands and whacking each other off about how the Koreans are just like them for real or whatever. But someone's calling you.
Will be back.
How does no one know when we do the podcast? All right, whatever. Anyway, the point is, yes, poor people can be evil. This is not profound, but I like the movie. I did like the movie. I'm not being contrarian. Anyway, moving on. I might as well just catch the last piece of news. I don't need them. Listen, I'm a one-man show. Always have been. That's why I don't collab with anybody. It's funny. Like, chat making fun of me saying collab is now making me try and fix how I say it. Even though there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so did you scream at them and tell them that we're doing the most important podcast? The only gaming podcast on the internet, by the way.
Yep.
And, I lost my train of thought. Whatever. I was making a joke about how I say collab correctly now instead of saying collab. I say collab.
Collab.
Because people, they bullied me. Fucking bullies. Anyway, so study. Gamers watch gameplay videos more than they play them themselves. Do we really
need a study to figure that out?
Dude, we've been joking. People have been joking about this for a decade. I'm just glad that it's confirmed. So, according to a report by MIDI Research, like instead of media, it's like MIDI. Anyway, MIDI Research. Gamers spend more time watching videos and gaming streams than they do playing games. The average gamer spends 7.4 hours a week playing games, but 8.5 hours a week watching gaming content on platforms like Twitch and YouTube.
I want to know what they consider a gamer.
Yeah, like normies, I'm sure, are considered.
Well, yeah, just because, I mean, this is like, I don't know, showing our power level, but those are low numbers.
yeah, dude. No way. It's funny how, like, I hate modern video games, yet I can't even think of a week I played less than 20 hours, in years of a video, of any game. Like, yeah, I have to. I mean, certainly less than when we were younger. Where, like, I swear, dude, there were times where, I'm playing a game 8 hours a day every day, but still, like, even as much as I've been desensitized, I still play video games, 20 hours a week at least, probably.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm thinking they're including people who are like, oh, I play Madden every once in a while. I'm a gamer. Yeah. And then maybe they watch, like Kaya for 8 hours. Yeah,
well, this shitty article doesn't show any of the data from the study, of course.
Yeah, you should go to prison. For not showing.
This is how Destiny gets his facts. He's like, he Googles what a study is, doesn't read it. It's just like, oh, well, about this.
That's study? Why you're way better off just making stuff up. Just make it up and say you have a study. No one checks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, what he knows. That's how he wins every debate. He
exactly.
Says, have you read this study?
Yeah, have you read the study that says you're gay and I don't like you?
Yep. It's fact.
It is a fact.
Peer reviewed, by the way. Peer reviewed.
Prove me wrong.
Everyone agrees Destiny's gay. Peer reviewed.
Well, I mean, there's a video of him sucking cock.
Yeah, exactly. See? Can't deny it. Okay, I guess that's probably it for the news. It was a somewhat light news week this time. Well, because it's the end of the year. There's not usually that much news at the end of the year. The only other thing to talk about is the Game Awards is on Thursday, and you are going to be joining me. So, at least until you go to sleep, because, it starts late and goes for
I'm an old man.
like 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, he sticks to his schedule. That's how he sleeps like a normal human instead of like me. So, yes, Devin will commentate with me. Maybe he'll keep some of my edgy shit in check.
The number of slurs will either go up or down. It's
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we can talk about Amazon's Secret Levels since that came out today. I would have liked to review it, but I don't think I have time. We'll see. Maybe I can make a half-ass review tomorrow real quick. I already saw 2 episodes. No Concord. Did they delete the Concord one? I should probably Google
I have
that.
to imagine they deleted it.
Yeah, you should Google it.
Unless there's a season 2. Because it has every other episode. The only thing that's missing is Concord.
I just realized we haven't had music playing in a while. Normally I catch that sort of thing, but I guess it's a podcast. Some people probably don't even give a shit if there's no music. There we go. There's some Sonic Adventure. So first, let's talk about... You watched the Pac-Man one, right?
Yes.
So we'll talk about the Pac-Man Secret Levels, which is where I got the lovely thumbnail from. Let me just pull that up. Pull up the raw Pac-Man. But here, you talk about it first as I'm doing this.
It has nothing to do with Pac-Man. if you took away the little Pac-Man circle thing and made it any other shape, it would then have nothing to do with Pac-Man. I think someone had a idea for an interesting pilot, and then they just slapped Pac-Man on top of it at the last moment. But it's vaguely entertaining. About a dude eating shit.
Hold on, guys. I know you got a black screen. It's all right. Just relax.
People say they can't hear the music. I can.
You can't hear the music? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where the fuck is this image? Oh, here we go. The fuck? That should be showing the image.
No, they can hear the music.
I have
Just
no idea why the images are
gaslighting.
coming up. Okay, I'll figure this out in a second. Hold on. Windows doesn't want to give OBS permission to view photos, which is strange.
It doesn't deserve it.
I'll just pull it up on Google Images, I guess. I had a good thumbnail, though. I could just pull up the thumbnail, I guess. Just throw that in.
Go for it.
Okay, so do you want to explain what the plot is?
Is there a plot? A guy falls out of a tube. A big circle tells him to eat shit or be eaten. Then he fights a bunch of random wild animals until he is consumed by the orb, which tries to escape the hell dimension they're in before he removes the orb and dies.
Yeah, I mean, that's more or less the plot.
I mean, there's not much to say.
You're telling me you didn't love edgy Pac-Man?
No, I don't think I did. I mean, it was vaguely entertaining.
If this came out in 2005, you would have jizzed yourself.
Well, did you like the Bomberman game?
I didn't.
The one that was
play.
edgy Bomberman?
No, I didn't play X-Zero growing up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one liked that. So, I think what you're saying is a lie.
Yeah, I know. This is more like a parody of what Edge Kino is. Like, when I say Edge Kino, this is what retards are probably thinking in their head. And it's like, no, this is not Edge Kino. This is soulless golem shit. Where it's just like some guy who might have a big hooked nose, just hypothetically throwing it out there.
The guy I'm looking at has no nose at all, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hypothetically, the guy who wrote this, directed it, or whatever, you know, he wanted to subvert beloved character Pac-Man. You know, we have to make it edgy.
Everyone loves Pac-Man. Also, they made Pac-Man a girl. Who do they think they are? And it didn't even have a bow.
Yeah, that's woke, dude. That's woke.
Yep, it is woke.
That's woke.
Throw it in the garbage.
Well, I'm
broke
pretty
now.
sure the robot bitch is supposed to be the power pellet. So instead of Pac-Man consuming the
No,
power
it
pellet...
opens into a Pac-Man.
I know it opens into a Pac-Man.
And then he
but it
becomes a
powers-
Pac-Man.
Yeah, but he was already Pac-Man. So it's like it's giving him the power up to be able to devour
He's not Pac-Man.
whatever.
That does not look like Pac-Man.
Well, people are
orb is
calling
bad.
it Dark Pac-Man. I think it's better if it's supposed to be like
Dark
Power
Man.
Pellet Robot, basically. I don't know. It's stupid as hell, and it's one of those like really shitty short stories where it's an infinite loop, you know?
Yeah.
So, that Pac-Man failed to stop the evil bitch from escaping whatever prison it
No, it
is.
succeeded in stopping her from escaping. Failed in helping her escape.
Yeah, I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant to say. Regardless,
You said the opposite.
the point is, yes, he realized she was evil, and then, game ended, and then there's another one. There's just an infinite amount that she can make, I guess, or something.
I don't know. Is there really anything even interesting to say about this? It's like it feels like nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing. They had to make Pac-Man. They got some guy who hates video games and loves Hollywood and touching kids, probably, allegedly, to make it. And that's it. Okay, so the more interesting one, the one you didn't watch, was the Dungeons & Dragons one, which is the first episode. My God, they just can't help themselves. I feel like it was tailor-made to piss someone like me off. Like, oh my God, the fucking RPG party. It's first of all, it looks nothing like D&D. Big shock though. Basically, they rescue some cultist of Tiamat. It was like some kid who got abducted. They put a bunch of tattoos on him and shit. And
what is a Tiamat?
That's the 5-headed dragon evil goddess who's trapped in hell. Like 5-headed dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what Tiamat is. 5-headed dragon is based off of Tiamat.
Oh, okay. So they future fusion away.
Yeah, these
5
future fusions
dragon
and
rulers.
5 random dragon. Yeah, there you go. You figured it out. Wait, no, but
Banished Redox add.
so Tiamat is So Tiamat's the evil dragon goddess. Bahamut is the good dragon god, and you don't need any of that information to watch this. But the point is that the kid, hears Tiamat's voice in his head, and he gets rescued by the adventuring troupe, which is just, my God, like, it's a female paladin who looks like a dude, basically, mostly, it's basically just a mohawk, not like spikes, but, it's all shaved except for one line.
Here, let's use Dustborn as a comparison. That one bitch with the white hair, is it more or less masculine?
More masculine than the bitch with the left. Yeah, because it's a big dude, basically. It's a huge paladin with almost a man's face as well, but it just has a woman's voice coming out of its mouth,
Damn.
Yeah, so anyway, paladin bitch, so it's woman jacked paladin bitch. Gnome wizard, dude. The gnome is literally just a midget. Like, they don't do gnomes as small people. Like, this is like if people watched Lord of the Rings and were like, man, I wish the hobbits were played by actual little people. It's like, literally no one thinks that. They're not supposed to be midgets. They're supposed to be small people. My God. But no, it's a disgusting abomination. Let me bring it up. I'll show it. I turned off hardware acceleration, so you should be able to see this as soon as I obviously don't want to get this taken down for copyright, so I need to just get a screenshot.
Yeah.
Because I bet if I Google it, it won't come up.
Use a snip tool.
I could do that. I need to find a frame where they just zoom in on her face. There's a part during the climax. It's only 15 minutes long. A little bit shorter even than that. But, we'll get into that in a second. I just want to show the ugly-ass gnome bitch. So, getting back to
Put her in the inventory. Try and get a full, like a body shot.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. Hold on. So anyway, getting back to the story as I'm watching this. So the party, so we got the gnome wizard. We've got a druid orc woman. So, another woman. An African dwarf. I was thinking of saying black dwarf, but maybe you'd think it's a dark dwarf, a Duergar. No. African dwarf. Because why not?
Now, what sun are they getting hit by in the mines?
The I don't know, lava. The
lava?
The lava's tanning them. The melanin. It's magic lava that's putting melanin in them.
I didn't realize.
I know they zoom in on this bitch at some point.
Wait, actually,
I'm
now
so
I'm thinking, were they just burnt? They dropped them in the lava as a baby, pull them back out.
Oh, there we go. Holy fuck, that's cursed. All right, can I? Yeah, okay. Hold on, chat. Look at this fucking bitch. I've got so many tabs open. All right, hold on. I gotta make the Chudcast image go away. There we go. Look at that thing. What the
my
fuck
God.
is that? What the fuck is that?
Dude,
Anyway.
they even have the midget hands where they're like too big. Like, look at that. Look at that index finger.
Yeah.
That's a sausage.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Am I forgetting a party member? Maybe I am. I don't know. Whatever. So, you get the point, though. We got female butch lesbian paladin on roids or whatever. We got gnome wizard, orc druid, and the African dwarf, who's I don't know, is like I
assume
some
orcs
other
aren't evil
magic
in
guy.
this.
Yeah, no, orcs aren't evil in D&D anymore. It's probably a half orc anyway, because they're almost always half orcs, which are allowed to be good.
I wonder why there's so many half orcs.
Yeah, well, you know, the orcs be asking where do human women at, and then they
where do
rape
they
them.
go afterward? I never seem to see the half orc parents.
I know they always leave. It's weird. I wonder what the.
Okay, so what's the plot? Like, what's actually happening?
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is the worst retelling ever, but I knew chat had to see the gnome wizard. So long story short, they rescue the kid. They want to take him to something that can cure him, right? So they go to this big like fortress, and inside is a gold dragon. And the metallic dragons are the good dragons. So the gold dragon he's gonna help, right? He's gonna suck out the curse out of the kid or whatever. Well, meanwhile, there's like a huge evil army that attacks. There's like a big bat thing. There's a lich, and so the rest of the party has to fight while the kid is getting cured. But then plot twist: the kid was an avatar of Tiamat. So like, there's this big gore shit where like the Tiamat bursts out of the gold dragon, like literally like explodes out of him into like gore and shit.
Yep.
And so the thing ends with like the party getting together and they're about to fight Tiamat, and then it cuts to credits.
Wait, so like literally nothing happens then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically this is just an advertisement. Yeah, all that happens is they rescue kid, take him to fortress, they fight off evil army that shows up, then Tiamat bursts out of the dragon, and then roll credits. That's it.
That's lame.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that's gonna be all of these anthology things. If I had woken up at a human time, normal people wake up at, we probably could have watched the entire series. And if I had finished the video on time, I could have probably reviewed the series in a day, since there's so little to cover. I might still do that, by the way.
Why not?
That is a real possibility. Like, after I release the Indiana Jones review tomorrow, I'll make this review real quick, and then that'll be out in time for the Game Awards stream. That'll be the most content I fucking release in a week ever, probably, if I do that.
Then you get to take another month break.
Yeah. Then I take another month off. No, but actually, Devin, I'll be working very hard on Best and Worst Games 2024.
Oh, that's true. Then you get to take your month break.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's it. We didn't watch any of the rest. I only watched those two. So
I'm sure they'll only get better.
For sure. Did you ever look up what happened to the Concord episode?
It doesn't exist.
Well, just Google why it's not there. I want to know. Does chat know why there's no Concord episode?
Doesn't tell me.
And there was supposed to be. Anyway, so
I mean, they says they're keeping it, but I don't know. Maybe they'll release the next 4 episodes later.
Okay, GameSense has an answer. The rest of the secret level episodes are coming out next Tuesday on the 17th. There's still 7 more episodes to go. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about games we're playing this week. Starting off with your game, since
Oh my god, I was playing a game.
I rambled. Yeah, the gay indie game of the week.
Yep.
Oh wait, this is the wrong thing. Did I Wait, I thought I deleted this already.
Yeah, that's the wrong game. Unfortunately, I ran out of gay games. So now we get a normal one.
Where'd you upload it?
The same place I always do. Your drive under Devin's footage. All right, looks like the indie slop of the week has been canceled.
Why can't I see last modified November 19th.
Nope.
There's no way you recorded it that long ago. Are you sure it
No,
uploaded?
it was today. Yeah, I'm staring at it.
Okay, maybe I just got to reload Google Drive. I don't know. And it's in Devin footage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it says November 19th, but this is it. Wait, is it?
You upload the wrong thing, didn't you?
I might have.
Okay. Well,
there's a
upload
good
your
chance
other
that's what
footage as you're talking about this. I'll download it.
It's never me. You fucked up somehow. We'll figure.
All right, just upload it, and then we'll have something on screen by the time you're halfway through talking about it, I guess.
Yeah, how'd I do that?
I don't know. Maybe you should
I
name
think
your footage. Then it wouldn't happen.
No, the footage might not have saved. I might unironically have to cancel. Unless you want to stream me streaming it. I don't
know. Do you want to do that?
Here, we can change it to what I'm playing right now. I still have the game open. Where's
Yeah, screen
Devin
share.
fucking up? That's never happened before. Why would anyone imply otherwise?
Okay. Do you know a good way I can screen share this without showing chat any things they shouldn't see?
Well, this is streaming only the game to you. So
Hold
I
on.
don't know what else they would see if you just show.
I did do that. Okay. Let me hold on. I'll figure this out.
It's a baby game. I love baby games. Don't you know me and Goey love baby games?
Yeah, Spyro's my favorite game. How do people not know this?
So since Chad can already see, I'll just start talking about it, I guess. This one isn't what I planned to talk about, but it was literally what I was playing before the podcast started. This is a 10 review, Japanese only, like 2D platformer furry dragon game, but it's basically just Kirby. It plays like original Kirby before there were powers. And you play as a cast of 6 little dragon dudes just doing dragon shit. Killing enemies. Right now I'm just falling into the abyss. The music is like I can't hear the game right now, so I have no idea if it is currently like this, but it's for the rest of the game at least, it was Gen 3 Pokemon like trumpet style, which is sick as fuck because that's the greatest music that's ever been produced by man. But I don't know, just very standard 2D platformer, not in English. And I have like a desire to only play the most niche shit. So I find that very appealing that it
Chat is saying very questionable things at the moment.
what are they saying? What's chat? Kill them. Kill chat.
I don't even know if I want to read it. I don't know if I want to read what chat is saying.
Read it. They want to fuck the dragons, don't they?
Devin wants to fuck that thing.
Yeah, there's that one.
Desire to fuck the furry character, you mean? At least it's not another roguelike.
That was what I was gonna show. The roguelike. Dodge the bullet then, I guess.
Soy fluff gay slop. Okay, there you go. Well.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Well, this is all I got. I don't. It's not a very complicated game.
Did you not play any? What else have you played this week? Obviously, Master Duel, which you know.
Yeah, and that a different roguelike. I can pull that up super fast. This I already had open because it was what I was playing. Other than that, it's more Master Duel. Someone asked as soon as we started the podcast if I'd been playing Master Duel, and the answer is always yes, but I'm never happy.
Yeah, it wakes me up every morning. I always know when he's playing Master Duel.
It's true. Nothing in this world could generate more rage than Master Duel.
Yeah.
It's truly an evil game.
Understandable. That's why I don't try too hard. For sure. I play my mid-range, waifu decks. Sometimes I play Tenpai when I feel like winning. And Devin is good, but again, understanding every time with these multiplayer games, the more you understand something, the more angry you get when bullshit happens.
Well, because you start to know the actual percentages of things happening. And you're like, oh, this should happen 1 in every 10,000 games, not 1 in every 5.
Yep.
All right, enough of me dying in this baby game.
People
mentally retarded.
You seem to understand anyone who does something live is bad. Like, everyone's like,
you only do so many things at the same time.
I literally saw a WebM of me recently where it's like me playing Astrobot, and I don't know, it was a very shitty cherry picked like GIF or whatever, but it was just me like hammering the thing. Like after you beat each world, right? How you're putting the PS5 back together. Like there's one of them where you just hammer some nails in, basically.
Yep.
And I just wasn't swinging hard enough, and I'm like, okay, why the fuck is this working? And it does look like I'm a retard in the clip, but I'm not doing anything wrong, except I'm just not like, well, let me just fucking throw my controller on the ground. That's how hard that you have to shake the gyro. But like anybody looks retarded if they're streaming or let's playing or whatever. They used to call it the let's play curse. You just play worse because you know people are watching and you're splitting your attention. People aren't made to multitask. So everyone's worse.
Oh yeah, that game is called Fizz in the Rainbow, by the way. For whatever reason, my gameplay shielded you on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Although we all know the only reason anyone is buying this is because they want to fuck the dragon.
Yep. Yeah, we can talk about Atlas. Do you want me to show Atlas footage?
Yeah, sure. We can talk about Atlas.
Yeah. If we're on the subject of the only reason someone would play this is for Coomer purposes, I did play a bit. So, I mean, I don't think... No, there's nothing that explicit in it. I'm like thinking, like, could this get me in trouble somehow?
No, maybe only the character creator.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's no point in showing the game if you don't show the character creator. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Let me mute this real quick. There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, it's a fucking... Basically a furry Coomer game. But it's like it's an action RPG sort of MMO thing. But it's not an MMO. It's either single player or like a co-op.
I mean, it's also like 3D platformer-esque. It has some 3D platforming in it.
Yeah, so the main appeal of the game... Hold on. Where are the body sliders?
Jeez. You made her thick.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, the only reason you play this, I already skipped. Hold on.
Yeah, area.
Okay. So, yeah, this is a furry Coomer game, and basically, the only reason... Look, it's not a bad game, for sure. Some people really like this game, and are claiming...
Dude, I have 20 hours in that game. I have maxed out 2 different characters. If you want to talk about the kind of people who play these.
There you go. You can talk about it if you want. But, so yeah, you can play as like, what is it? An imp, a fox, a kobold, a bird, and a mouse. So those are the...
Midna's the worst character,
Barry's first.
Shit ability.
Yeah, the ability definitely didn't seem very good. But, yes. So I played as little Midna clone character. And, yeah, it's like a repetitive action RPG with MMO quests, but, and you know, loot and shit, where you basically just, go around and shoot dudes, activate abilities, whatever. Again, yeah, very similar.
To a part where like gameplay actually happens.
Yeah, hold on. We'll skip to the dungeon. They spawn them.
Look at how nice it looks, though. I love PS1 style.
It's pretty fast-paced game. You can dash. while you're jumping around and shit. So the gameplay is decently fun. But I only played it like an hour because I was too busy playing, either streaming Indiana Jones or like working on shit related to that. So I haven't played it that much yet.
I'm gonna be honest. The wizard, like what you're doing, shooting wands, is probably the least fun way to play the game. The most fun is play a mouse that can just become invincible with their ability, and launching people with a great sword is like by far the most fun way to play.
Maybe I'll try that then.
Every character can parry though. I don't know if you ever tried that.
Oh, with the block? Yeah, I don't think I really fucked with that.
Yeah, like when I first played the game, I did play it like how you are, and it's probably the least fun way to play. Melee characters are a lot more fun.
Yeah,
but
I'll probably just switch to melee then. I'll just make a different character.
How the stats work, though, is you can make any weapon scale off of any of the offensive stats, so you can still be a wizard and use a greatsword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's the one chick, the like goth chick. She does it. The one who lets you what's it called? Enhance your weapons.
Yeah.
You can change what they scale with.
Okay, maybe I'll try that then. I'll just have a magic greatsword or something.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Fun game though.
That's pretty much. You saw enough, I think.
Do you want to see the game I was going to show?
If you want. The other games we can talk about, again, since we didn't do the greatest games this week, I was probably just going to talk about the Indiana Jones game for a bit, and then probably talk about Dragon Quest 3 a little more. So if you want to talk about your other game, yeah, sure. Go ahead and
all right, do Indiana Jones first.
Okay, so again, if you were here for these streams, I'm not going to cover too many points that I'm already going to talk about in the video. But goddamn, dude, mediocrity. I can't stand it. Like, there's something.
Is it better or worse than their last game?
I actually didn't play Youngblood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. I kind of wanted to play it with a friend. It was back when I was still talking to David, and I think we considered buying it because they had like a. They do this sometimes with 2-player co-op games where they'll have like a. You basically buy 2, right? Like a double pack for you and a buddy. But we never end up playing it. I don't think I bought it either.
Okay, what about the game before that then?
No, Wolfenstein 2. I mean, Wolfenstein 2 as a game, like the gameplay of the game was fine. Arguably still a downgrade, though, in terms of level design from New Order and Old Blood. But Wolfenstein 2 as a game was fine, but the story was, like, is one of the most woke games ever made. I unironically have seen people, like, say it's not that woke, and I'm like, you clearly have no idea, like, first of all, what that word means. Second of all, probably what...
We've already established what it means is anything I don't like. So
yeah, that is, unironically, how people still fucking use it. Did you hear about... This has nothing to do with video games, really, but did you hear, like, woke right has become a term now? What do you think that means? What do you think woke right means?
Is it just supposed to be, like, conspiracy theorist rightoid people?
Kind of. I've heard it used in 2 ways. But the way that it is intended to be used is basically people like us. Like, we're the woke right.
Like schizo right.
Yeah, kind of. Like, the thing is, the other way of seeing it used is the opposite, where it just means boomer. Like, that's the funny thing is, like, literally 2 completely different meanings. One is the alt-right or dissident right or far right or whatever. And then the other definition is tradcon boomer who wants to censor sexual shit. It's like, you guys can't even fucking decide... What am I even doing here? I'm just, like, fucking with... already at the beginning, I'm, like, fucking with prompts and shit. There's something about whenever I play a game, I have to test if the QuickTime events are real QuickTime events. Spoiler, they're not real in this game, except for one part.
Really?
Yeah, fake QuickTime events in this game.
Damn.
I'll show you the worst one.
I expect that from Dustborn, but not from, like, an actual video game.
Yeah, let me show you the worst fake QuickTime event while we're rambling about the woke right thing. So, I don't even know if it's really been decided what woke right's supposed to mean. I think it's supposed to be preemptively a way for the more moderate right wing / like centrist grifter people to take a hold of, like, to make sure the pendulum doesn't swing too far in the wrong direction. Basically, that's my prediction. Is the point of the term. But it's absolutely retarded, is what it is.
I feel like there's no way it'll catch on, though.
All right, here we go. Here's the worst fake quick time event in the game. So, hold on. For context, I'll show you what's actually happening. So, a grenade explodes. This boat got teleported on top of the Himalayas because of the MacGuffin. So, you see this here. The ship is teetering off of the ledge. It's about to, like, you know, slide down the entire mountain and kill all of us, right?
Yeah.
And Indy's hanging by one hand off this ledge as the woman helps him. And, yeah. Just watch. I'm just sitting here, just watching this happen. Like, surely I die if I don't press any button here, as he's dangling from one hand for his life. And, if you can predict, you can probably predict exactly what happens. The background just fucking
grab it at
loops.
some point.
No,
it loops.
It
doesn't even
loops.
make you grab it.
It loops. That mountain, we already passed that mountain, but I wasn't sure. I'm like, did it loop? I'm not sure. And so I wait a few more seconds, and we passed down by the fucking mountain again. Look, there's the same mountain. Oh, I feel like it's like, oh
It's
my
so
god,
pathetic, dude. That's that like accessibility design shit, where it's like, oh, we can't kill the player, but what if they're playing on ultra story mode?
Yeah, but you know what makes this worse, Devin? There's one quick time event you can fail. Don't worry, I put it in the video, but I'll just show it without audio. I'll show the quick time event that you fail. Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to hear what I have to say. All right, hold on.
I don't. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't.
Well, you know, I don't know if you're kidding or not, but whatever. Here you go. This is another spoiler for the video, I guess.
What?
So the most insane shit ever happens, where you get out of your turret
Now
in the
it's
plane.
Uncharted. Now it's Uncharted.
And you jump
can't
on the
even
other
say it's not
plane.
Uncharted now.
Yeah, I mean,
this is actually Uncharted.
what
now.
I'm saying here is, yeah, pretty accurate. This is literally just
hijack his
Uncharted.
blade.
So you hijack this plane.
I wish the whole game was like this. I wouldn't hate it
Uncharted
so
is
much.
definitely my vote for a game that has had the worst impact on the industry.
It's pretty bad. I think though I usually say The Last of Us instead because The Last of Us made everything so slow and boring, whereas this is at least exciting. So look, watch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way. None of the quick time events have failed yet, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
Dude, yes! Finally! A quick time event you can fail!
There she goes.
I was actually excited. For once.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was the only time in the game I was like, this is good. The rest, it's pretty mediocre. So anyway, I think we were done with the woke right thing. So let's talk about, wow, 1,300 viewers. That's a lot. Anyway, let's talk about
Chudcast.
the game
Chudcast.
again. Yeah, Chudcast, the best and only gaming podcast. All the other ones are fake. Anyway, so back to the. It's weird how now I'm noticing there's no music. It's like before I probably rambled for like 20 minutes with no music. But anyway.
The autism.
Yeah, the tism is activating. So anyway, I skipped. So the game begins with nostalgia bait shit, which actually did 1000% work on like the older millennial reviewers. Well, I'm actually making excuses for G-Man Lives is what I'm doing, and I really shouldn't. He's a shill.
Yeah, don't.
He's a shill.
Dude, he's a human shill. Like, all he does is shill. I've never seen a negative review from him unless it's, like, the worst game ever made.
Yeah, so, anyway, the beginning part of the game is just a recreation of the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, pretty much 1-to-1, and it's fine, you know, I mean, because, like, they can't... They can't. Well, watch this. Because it's like basically just a glorified cutscene. There's no interactivity. So look at what I do right after this part. But anyway, the point is nostalgia bait. Obviously, you know they can't fuck up the writing since it's already been written. But I don't know.
Certainly try.
I don't know how many seconds you are behind me. But did you see that?
Yeah.
I threw it into the pit. Anyway, so you know, I have my soy out moment because, like, of course you gotta soy out right after. Oh shit, I skipped too far. Here we go. There you go. Oh my god, the boulder. I can't wait for that to get used against me. How the hell? I'm not going over this again. I keep drudging up old drama, but how is it that it's happened multiple times that people will take obviously ironic soy faces, then use it to insult me? It's like
they do it on purpose.
Like how
they know it's ironic.
Yeah, like how? I mean, I guess basically what you're saying is my fans are retarded, and I don't respect them, which they don't.
Yeah, I was about to say that's just true though.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, literally anybody can look up that it's ironic, but you know. So anyway, skipping ahead, so to very briefly go over what this game is about. So see if does this sound cool and awesome to you. I actually think it sounds okay. I'm not gonna like be a dick that much.
I will. Don't worry.
But you can't kill dogs in this game, by the way, which apparently was a source of controversy.
I don't know. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I actually don't care at all. Look at me just fucking fumbling around with the controls here. Dude, every helmet absorbs a headshot in this game. That's so goddamn annoying. Like, guns already have, like, no ammo. And, like, so you waste one on a headshot. Believe it or not, I live here, despite getting my ass beat in this part. Anyway, the concept of the game is the Nephilim, the, you know, half-angel giants that schizos in my chat think are real. They're real. They live, except they're only 6'5", which is deeply disappointing.
It's just a regular guy.
Yeah, I know. I say that in the video too. That's just a dude. Anyway, Nick is one of the Nephilim.
Yeah, Nick
confirmed.
is Nephilim.
Confirmed. Nick, our boy, who doesn't even watch my videos, fake fan. Anyway, which he doesn't watch podcasts, so he won't know how many times to bring that up. Anyway. So, they're real, and there's these 12 artifacts across the world that are all placed in these ancient civilizations. And apparently, all these civilizations perfectly align in a flat circle around the world. Like, you can draw a circle to connect all of these sites where civilizations are and where the pieces of the circle are. So each one of these pieces teleports you to a point in the world, right? And, like, the big twist is that it's to power a machine that can teleport you anywhere in the world, and that's how Noah gathered all the animals to save them from the flood, right? That's the thing. So, obviously the Nazis want this because if they could teleport anywhere, they could, you know... I was going to make a joke about blowing up Israel, but that wasn't a thing before World War II. But so regardless, they can teleport anywhere. You would do it. Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I'm self-inserting. So yeah. So anyway, so fuck. What else do I even want to say about this game? I don't know. It's boring. It's a stealth game, but it's a bad one. It's a forced stealth game. They pretend that it's like a shooter, but the shooting just gets you killed every time. Do you love this, like, fucking cartoon shit where I'm running around this place just punching out all these people? Here, let me just skip to the end.
It is mildly funny, but...
It made me laugh so hard. Like, okay, hold on. Let me just... Again, I'm like...
Who needs stealth?
So, it's like, this is a fucking cartoon. Like, you just punch... you punch out 20 dudes. Anyway, so... So you go to Vatican City, like, because Indy's cat mummy thing has one of the pieces in it. It gets stolen by the giant. And the giants are the good guys, because they are, like, atoning for the sins of the flood or whatever. So, they end up working together. But Indy beats his ass, like, 4 times over the course of the game. It's just so weird, because, like, it's so evident to anyone playing that he's not a bad guy, right? They basically make it clear by the second time you come across him. And yet there's a point in this fucking game where, like, the woman, and this is totally some toxic masculinity shit. Let me show you this. I'm just spoiling so many talking points from the video, but, like, because I didn't play the 1989 games, we didn't have that much to talk about this time. So I just want to show my brother this and see what he thinks. Just knowing what I told you, that he's not a bad guy. Like, hold on. All right, this should be at the end of the fight.
Wait, you know how many tries it took me to get to this?
Yeah, I'm, like, losing my mind because, like, that boss fight took me way too many attempts.
He can't lose.
Okay, so first of all, I'm spoiling. God damn it. Ignore what you just saw. Ignore what you just saw. So we get into this again. This is like the third boss battle against this guy.
Tell me something I don't know.
I think chat just tells me to. Why does it keep hitting it?
Dude, your whip is like flaccid.
Yeah, it's funny. So what happened here is the game bugged out, and the game bugged out a bunch of times. One of the times I beat him.
Oh my god, guys!
So I'm getting pissed off, understandably.
Not fucking watching.
Let me explain. So basically, I already beat him once. You're supposed to just punch him while he's down, and it bugged out, and it didn't work. So now I'm like so pissed at chat. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Someone tell me. And people are like, whip him, whip him, whip him. Ha, you're funny. You're so funny. I already made the joke. Anyway, you are supposed to hit him. It just bugged out. So I finally hit him, and then and then look, I'm like so done with the game by this point.
I think it bugged. Go back in the
So
footage.
watch this.
I tried punching him a bunch when he was down already. I already did. I think it bugged last year. Go back. Go back in the footage.
Oh, he saves you.
Yeah, first of
What the
all,
fuck? No, come on.
it was never
dude.
established.
He's not tackling a snake.
It was never established he had
Oh
super
my
strength.
God,
Never
no.
established.
No.
Yeah, you'd think he would have fucking
I ain't
brained
throwing
you
it.
by
ain't
now if
throwing
he
it.
had super strength.
Yeah, guess what? You can't fail this quick time it, by the way. So he just holds it for like a year.
I like how you try every time.
Yeah, I gotta know, dude. I gotta know. So anyway, you know, so you think like, oh, we teamed up, so now we're gonna be teammates, right? Like from a storytelling perspective, that just makes sense.
Yeah, okay. That's
Like
what
we
should
worked
happen,
together
right?
to beat the snake, and dude, the millennial like redditor in my brain kept wanting to make an Infinity Stones joke because they say the stones so many times. I'm like, I literally can't even think of something to say ironically bad because like either my brain is just
I
fried.
guess Nephilim
Or
are
I
too
just-
retarded to just choke someone out.
Talking over myself is weird.
Oh wow! A
Anyway, just
woman?
listen to
Hey,
this.
Toxic
Why
masculinity.
are you too busy fighting? It's gonna steal the stones from under our noses.
Yeah, they have to get explained by the woman that what they're doing is wrong, and
Yep, but watch this.
The words. I must atone for my ancestors.
Oh, for God's sake! Who cares? You are both stuck in the past. And right now there is a great evil spreading throughout the world. And we can choose to fight against it or each other.
Yeah, look what happened when we threw the past in the trash.
this is about Trump,
People
isn't
chopping their dicks off.
I fucking like
What?
Yeah,
I'm unironically on the
Yeah,
bad
what?
guy's side. I'm not
Exactly.
even joking.
I meant what I said.
They keep fucking beating his ass. He's not even
So,
evil.
you know, not
And
only
he's
are you
made it
playing as a
very clear
retard,
he's-
he's just evil.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is like fucking evil in this game. Like what? That was basically just a toxic masculinity thing. You can't convince me otherwise. That's what I say in the video. It's like this is retarded. Like he's clearly not bad. He just yeah, that made me upset. It did. It's like you know what's a good way to endear yourself to a character? Just like have that character get his ass beat constantly. And I'm like, okay, I feel bad for him. It's like, why do they keep beating his ass? Like, just stop. You don't have to keep doing
beat
it.
the Christian symbol's ass to show
True.
show us chuddies.
There's a part that sort of is like a debunking Christianity thing, but they kind of go back on it anyway. So it's ironically, it's not like an r/atheism game. I mean, they sort of like posit the idea that like, oh, you know, all these cultures think there's a flood and blah 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 blah, but nah, believe it or not, they don't go for that angle. There's also an evil.
It is true though. I mean, even Gilgamesh had a references the Great Flood.
Yeah, so they more or less confirm there is like a god of some kind because like literally.
It's me. Fuck you, chat. Stop being mean to me, or I'll smite your ass.
I want to talk about the blonde chick too. So there's a lot of girl bosses in this game, but the most confusing girl boss is the Swedish woman you meet. Where like I'm not even entirely sure what propaganda they were going for. Basically, she's one of Indy's former students, which you just so happen to find in fucking Thailand, and she's working with the Nazis.
There's only one reason to go to Thailand. Something's going on
Yeah,
there.
they didn't exist at that point, I don't think, but
I'll believe you.
I don't know. Regardless, I don't think there are any in the game. I'll put it that.
You just couldn't tell.
Well, that none of them looked like underage. I don't think there's any underage characters in this, but
Yeah, but there's probably plenty of ladyboys.
maybe. So anyway, yeah, maybe the girl boss chick is a man. Who knows? There's a Thailand chick. I could show you that in a second at the end
There
of
are
this
no
clip.
chicks in Thailand. That's the secret.
Yeah. So, you're distracting me. So the Swedish woman.
That's my favorite. you
There's
you
a-
know I'm like this.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
The Swedish woman worked with Indiana Jones, one of his students, right? So the meme is that he didn't remember her, and he also didn't answer any of her calls and didn't get her a job or whatever. So she betrays him. I'll show it.
Yeah.
You know,
So, wait, is
fuck,
everything
hold
about
on.
this game just saying Indiana Jones is an asshole?
yeah, that's kind of a theme. Yeah. But yeah, so it's weird that I'm saying this. I gotta skip this song. I can't during Open Your Heart, I'm fucking talking about Indiana Jones. That's upsetting my brain. Whatever. Yeah, Escape from the City. That's definitely helps. I gotta ignore it. Now, hold on.
Fight the autism.
Play something else. Play something else. It's distracting me. All right, I'm just putting on the Dragon Quest Village. thing
Sonic's
again.
too powerful. It's all you can
Nice.
think about.
It's too strong. Anyway, so yeah, so the chick is working with the Germans because Indy, you know, didn't help her. I guess that's fine. Like, I think that's an okay motivation. But then the thing that happens right after is truly bizarre, and this is what made me like question like what exactly is the propaganda they're trying to go for. So you escape the trap because it flooded, you know, so he got lucky. And then you hear screaming like a couple minutes later. You rush over to the scream immediately. I mean, like, you're there in like 3 seconds. You can see it right here. Scream of intense pain. And then you walk over, you see the idol thing, and you see her arm. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to see like a blood splatter or something like on the end of this trap.
Right.
But no, she's gone. It's just the arm. And in the subtitles, which I was talking over the game and not caring or paying attention because I was shocked. In the subtitles, it says she's rushed away by the Germans. And I'm just like, what? So she lives and we never see her again. So that's what made me
Why?
confused. So I'm
what's the point?
yeah,
then?
yeah. Well, one, my first theory, the game's rated teen. So I'm
Right.
like, maybe they don't kill her to maintain the teen rating. My other theory is that, so basically I'm of two minds, again, spoiling the video, but basically I'm positing the idea that either A, she's supposed to be like a deconstruction of Indy's character, like you were basically already saying, that he's a misogynist asshole piece of shit, and that's the reason she's evil. Or option B is that, you know, she's like the most objectively white character in the game, being blonde hair, blue-eyed, and Swedish, which the Machine Games is a Swedish studio. So she represents like the self-hatred of the devs, the white devs, basically. So
What are you talking about? Self-hatred in the white community? That's never happened.
So yeah, sorry, I'm spoiling like half the video here because all I've been doing yesterday, I was editing for like 8 hours, so it's on the mind. So yeah, I don't know. There's not that much else worth talking about again in this game that you're not going to see in the video tomorrow. All you need to know is it's a shitty, basically forced stealth game, but the AI is retarded. But I was also retarded because I was getting so sick of the fucking game. And on hard mode, you die in 2 bullets. So if enemies pull out their guns, you just lose. So the guns are like a fucking pointless mechanic. There's also like a weird, like, the enemies fight fair most of the time, where if you don't pull out your gun, they'll fist fight you. But then sometimes they just won't, and then you just lose. And it's like that that fucking sucks. I don't care if it's immersion breaking, that like Nazis will fight you honorably or whatever. Like, I would much rather have that than just getting gunned down instantly because I got spotted, you know?
Yeah, how long do they make you use the whip? Or is it just basically a shooter?
The whip is really not that good. The whip only does 2 things. It disarms enemies, which is, you know, the main thing you'll be using it for in case they do pull out a gun. Or it lets you pull a guy towards you, which is useless. You know, who cares about that?
Yeah, pathetic. I feel like that's your number one job of making an Indiana Jones game is making sure the whip is fun and useful.
Yeah, no, all you're using it for is to disarm enemies. That's it. It's very lame. You can't even pick up objects with the whip. I'm like, that's such a no-brainer. I swear, we've played games like that already, haven't we? What's a good example?
Well, I was just thinking of Ravenholm from Half-Life 2. Like, why didn't they have a section like that where all you have is the whip and you have to throw things to, you
see how bad the AI is? Holy shit, did you see that?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, dude. Like, he literally is looking up. He wasn't even looking at me. I don't know if you noticed that, but when he turned around, he looked up. Anyway, dude, yeah, that's what, again, I don't care if this video doesn't get, 100,000 views in a week or whatever. It's worth it because it has so much, stupid shit. Like, when I was done with this game, I'm like, I'm gonna have nothing to talk about. This will only be, 20 minutes. And then I realized, nah, there's a lot worth bringing up about this video. So, on the downside, that means it takes a lot longer to make, that it's, a 40-minute video instead of a 20-minute one. But it's not padded out. Ironically, I cut, 3 minutes from the gameplay section because I realized, that's probably the least interesting thing to talk about outside of the weird bugs and stuff. So, it's actually a pretty meaty video. I think people are going to like it. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. But I do need another day. So, it'll be out tomorrow. So, yeah, I wanted to ramble about that shit for a while. So 5 out of 10 don't play. There you go. Let's put it shortly. Okay, so did you upload your what?
No, I'm just doing the same thing I did before.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me prep that. Yeah, feel free to.
Here's the indie slop I wanted to talk about.
Hold on. Let me switch back to Sonic. I'm gonna turn it up too.
You know the game has sound. You just play sound from the game.
Do you want people to hear the sound from the game?
I mean, might as well.
They were gonna listen to City Escape and then love it.
Dude, they could do that. They should be doing that on their free time anyway.
All right, hold on.
That's what I do, and I hate Sonic.
I'm just making sure. Okay. I just turned it up. It already had audio. I just didn't notice. All right. Feel free to. They can't see it yet, but feel free to start playing. I guess. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, you're good.
Look at Chud. That's me. I look like that in real life.
He looks swarthy. Why is he swarthy?
I don't know what that means.
I'm out.
What's
Too swarthy. Slightly brown, but Italians are also swarthy.
Yeah, that's us, dude.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
I'm not brown though.
So this is the roguelike slop I was gonna bring. It's another Japanese game because I hate. I love the Japanese.
Well,
and this is
you do love the Japanese.
If you've ever played the Mystery Dungeon games, it plays like that except it's an action RPG.
I'm trying to make this even. Keep going.
Unfortunately, there's not much to say except from what you're seeing. You know, that it's tile-based, roguelike action RPG, where you kill shit, collect items, get stronger, punch women. That's why it's the greatest game ever.
Okay, yeah, you're selling me.
Yeah,
you have my attention with that part.
Like, I mean, what just happened was me beating a woman to death with my fist.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't pill you on the game, I don't know what will. But it's literally just your standard roguelike affair where you go through floors of this Maiden Abyss style like dungeon pit, killing enemies, fighting bosses. There really isn't any story to speak of that matters. Mostly because I can't read Japanese. No, this one's in English. But it's kind of the same story as the exact other game, except this game sold, I think it has like 92 reviews, but it's in early access. And with that many reviews, it means it probably didn't sell well to the point where it'll ever be finished. So if what you're seeing isn't enough for you, then it will probably never get any better than this.
Well, my options are this or Furry Coomer game. I'm sorry, I'm leaning toward Furry Coomer game. I'd say.
What do you mean? Furry Coomer game's awesome.
I know. I'm just saying.
That game's great.
You gotta sell me on this one.
Look at it. It's just fun. Look, you're moving around, dodging shit, punching. I wanted to say the N-word, but I didn't.
Okay, well, that's good. Don't say that, please. Thomas isn't here. You don't have to do it. You don't have to.
I'm using like 80% of my brain power for the game, so then I default to my true state of being.
Yep. Don't worry. Everyone will say how bad you are because you're not focusing
Yeah, my health
on
looks
the game.
really low, but I just have an item that forces my health to be low all the time. But yeah, wait. See, level up, get abilities, get stronger, punch people. That's the whole game, though. There really isn't much else to talk about because it's the kind of games I play for the most part are just gameplay games. So like what you see is what you get. I don't play story games because I'm not gay, but I do play gay games because I'm straight.
Yeah, that makes sense. I read you. I mean, that's basically how I think of baby games, where I'm like, even though I do play the quote-unquote mature games too, at least for the channel. But if I didn't review games, I'd be only playing baby games. I'd be like, yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. I like baby games. It's children who like your shitty, moralizing slop. Or waste
it's like
hours
children
of your time.
play Call of Duty.
Yep.
It's men who play Spyro the Dragon.
Yep, based and correct.
Yep. I mean, the truth of the matter is we just played too many games, so anything other than gameplay we've seen before. Yeah. And for me, who actually reads books, there's never been a game story that has been as good as a book is, so I just don't care about them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just sad, like, with Silent Hill 2 Remake, like, they had a story that was one of the best ever, but, they just had to fuck with certain shit and fuck it up. And normies, I was about to say F-slur, held it in. Normies, they don't care, it's exactly the same. They don't notice the difference, because they didn't play the original. They didn't fucking play it. So, of course, it's exactly the same to you, fucker.
Dude, I didn't play the original. All I had to do was see the comparison of that one scene of the blonde chick. Is she blonde? I don't know. Point is, the chick sitting under the light and talking to the main character.
Yeah,
and
Maria.
In the original, she's in shadow. You can barely see her face.
Yeah.
And then in the remake, it's fully lit, and it's like you guys clearly didn't understand anything. Like you didn't even understand the basics of what made this scene good.
Yep. Yeah, the studio has been hacks for a long time. I remember I had never actually played it. Maybe I should to see if they were ever good. But Observer, I think, is the only game of theirs that people actually liked. I didn't play it, but I played... I reviewed one of their games previously for the channel. It was completely mediocre. And their most famous game before this, Layers of Fear, was a walking simulator pretending to be a horror game. And, like, people are actually surprised that the game's ass. Like... I mean, it's not ass. It's the best of their games that I played, but again, that doesn't really count if you're just remaking one of the greatest games ever made, and you manage to make it like a 7 out of 10. Some people would even say 6. That's like, not an accomplishment.
You were copying the kid who got 100, his homework, and you got a 70. Is that really impressive?
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to the Resident Evil 4 remake, except this is worse, definitely, but it's a similar situation where Resident Evil 4 is a 10, and then the remake is like a 7.5 or an 8 or something.
Yeah, I hated the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, and you hated it, yeah.
People praising that brings me great pain, given that like Resident Evil 4 might be the only survival horror game I like.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Resident Evil 5 counts as survival horror anymore. I think that's just an action game.
Yeah, I mean, 4 is, pretty similar, but yeah, I get your point.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 definitely removed any pretense of there being any actual horror in the game, that's for sure.
All right.
Oh, here we go. A boss. Emperor.
Dude, this boss, if this boss doesn't chill you on the game, then nothing will, because this boss is crazy. Look at all the shit that's about to happen. It starts out light. Part of it is I'm doing too much damage, which is like chunking his, or is like confusing his AI because he's like going from different forms. But,
Yeah.
But there's just so much shit that happens at the same time.
Yep. See, because it's an ADHD game.
Look at that. Then follow this. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I was thinking of when you said ADHD. Fuck. Like, look at. No, see, I just do too much damage. I just like chunk him down before he can start spamming things. That's like classic roguelite, though.
Yeah, you're too
where if
strong.
you have like too good of a run, and you like stop playing the game,
Yeah.
you're just like chunking things down.
Yep.
I don't know. That's about all I had to say on this, but it's fun.
I'll talk a little bit more about Dragon Quest 3, and then we'll hit super chats and end the stream, I think. 'Cause, yeah, we're actually already at an hour and a half, shockingly. It is nice to talk more about like games that are more hold on, I didn't stop the stream. Shit. Or I didn't mute it at least. Yeah, you can keep playing, obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
see.
I'll stop. I'll focus on
I mean,
the
it's up to
podcast.
you. I don't give a shit. Like
I can't. I'll just die. I'll either die in the game or say a slur.
Or die in
Those
real
are,
life.
those are my two options.
if you die in the game, you die in real life, Devin.
Yeah.
Isn't that a funny, novel concept? Here, I
No.
can put the Dragon Quest music back on since I put the world map theme though. Okay, anyway, so Dragon Quest 3, I guess I'll continue rambling about my adventures since I've decided to finish this. So, the game, since, you know, we talked about the 88 games, the game did get a little bit more interesting for sure. Once you finally get to the All Trades Abbey, which lets you change your class, it finally opened up. I mean, you could argue this is a bad thing, but it basically opened up an avenue for infinite grinding, which I know how you feel about that already without really talking about it. But it did remind me of, you know, of the Dragon Quest Monsters games, which I do like quite a lot, where instead of fusing monsters in this, when you change classes, you reset back to level 1, so you keep half your stats. So it incentivizes, you don't even have to really change classes. The way the game tells you to do it is basically you want to play as a class that's the opposite of the class you just were to even out your stats, but that's never how you do these things. You always min-max.
Yeah.
Now, the real incentive is that you keep all of your spells and abilities, which is actually insane. Like, Dragon Quest 9 doesn't do that. Dragon Quest 9, you just keep the passives that you unlock in the stat boosts. In this, you keep every spell and ability, so every class can be every class, as long as you're willing to grind enough. And another thing, too, is all the classes except 2 only learn spells and abilities up until level 20. So you don't even really have to grind a crazy amount, as long as you just go to the metal slimes. Which, you know, in case chat doesn't know, metal slime is the same thing as a cactuar from Final Fantasy. So, super hard to kill, but gives you an insane amount of EXP to the point where it's not even worth doing normal encounters. In fact, at this point, I should have just been running from every encounter. I'll just skip it. But the game, I think, sort of hits its stride when you finally get your ship, which you do right around the same time you unlock the other classes, because then you can just like sail around the world. You have to find these 6 orbs, the MacGuffin, of course, which you can do in any order, as far as I know anyway. I mean, you do need to get the ultimate key, which I got after doing one of the... Actually, let me go back. I'll show... I went to Japan, was the first orb I got. There's a little Japan level. It's so obvious that the world map is just Earth slightly changed, you know? If I zoom out, you'll see it.
Yeah, no, I can already see that's Europe, Africa.
Yeah. You only go to the UK for like 5 seconds, and it's just a castle.
Ew, gross.
And it's literally just a castle that's like, yeah, you're not good enough to get in here. You know, you fucking poor bitch. And I'm like, so you have to sneak in with invisibility is how you get in there.
Now, has the game changed in any meaningful way from the first hour?
I mean, when you can be any class, obviously that makes the gameplay a little bit more complex, and it does become more challenging since the very beginning, but I don't know. The only problem with the game is that the early game has a point that's right after Tutorial Island where it sort of becomes a bit of a grind fest until you're strong enough to either buy the equipment you should have or just out level things. And that part did suck. But now that once you get access to metal slimes, you just like spend 30 minutes grinding those out, and then you don't have to grind in the future anymore, really. And I haven't really been hurting for money either, so I'm at a good pace at this point. Like, I think, especially because like this part is like Dragon Quest IX. Dragon Quest IX is, I feel like, is just a it's a redone version of 3. You know, it's like the same structure where it's like you just go around the world, do these little mini adventures that are all different to get the thing. And I think Dragon Quest IX just does it better than this for sure, but still, like,
yeah, how's the story going? Like, does it have a real story, or are we still kind of in that like Dragon Quest 1?
I mean, it is more involved than 1 for sure. But like, again, if you remember Dragon Quest IX, it's like that. We're like, in Dragon Quest IX, you have to beat the ultimate evil guy, but that's right at the end, you know? So,
yeah.
So
everything... Dragon Quest IX had pretty involved short stories.
Yeah, these are not that involved. Like, for this going to the Japan island is a perfect example where it's like you show up, you learn that maidens are being sacrificed to Orochi, so you go to the lava cave to fight Orochi. Well, you find the maiden hiding, and she's the one who tells you, right? She escaped being sacrificed, and so Orochi's being hungry and he's gonna kill everybody. So you go slay him. You fight him, and it's basically just an illusion. So you go back to the queen. Well, you don't know it's an illusion. So you tell the queen, like, you know, we killed him or whatever. But then the queen's like, haha, I was Orochi the whole time. And so then you fight, you know, a slightly harder version of that boss, kill it, and that's the end of the story. So it's super short, not very complex, you know.
Right.
So I imagine most of it is like that. You see, because the only other orb I got is, so far, I only have 2 out of 6, is the one in, there's like a town that got killed by Baramos, who's the evil fiend wizard guy that you're trying to kill. And you need the ultimate key to like sneak into a jail cell, which that's a whole other side quest. You go around the world. Like I said, you sneak into the castle where Britain is. And you get a bottomless pot that you drop into the ocean. Here, I'll show that part. And it like sucks up all the water around the shrine. Hold on, I think yeah, here we go. It should be, yeah. So you go here, use the bottomless pot you stole from Britain, and then you go in the shrine, get the ultimate key, which can unlock any door. You go back to the dead village. This boss, this is the only real, like, this is the only time I've game overed so far was on this boss, because I think I was slightly underprepared, because I just changed one of my classes to wizard, so she didn't have as good skills yet. But this is like your classic bullshit boss where every enemy can spawn another enemy. Like, if you've ever done an RPG boss like that before.
Yeah.
Every single one of these guys can call another guy. So I lost the first time because I didn't know their elemental weaknesses. Basically, the green ones are weak to fire, and the gray ones are weak to ice. Or, actually, no, I think it's the other way around, believe it or not. The fire guys are weak to fire. But anyway, regardless, that's why I was confused. I'm like, that's a fire, and it's weak to fire? So
blue fire is weak to red fire. We all know.
Yes. And so I game overed, and like this, and I redo it, and this shit took me like probably 50 turns. Like, yeah, this is like 8 minutes. This is like an 8-minute boss fight where I'm basically just whittling them down as they summon more guys like every turn. Like, it's insane. So that was the most engaging boss fight for sure, where I'm like, you actually really have to think about it because of how the spell targeting system works. The only spell that hits everyone is Boom, and Boom only does like 50 damage. So it's not even really worth using. So you have to use your ice and fire spells on the certain groups, and they can be summoned in different groups. You know what I mean? So like, if the same enemy type can be like these fire guys here, the part I just skipped to, the one on the left is a different group than the two on the right. So you have to target them appropriately. That was the only time I've actually had to think,
was in this boss, so it was pretty engaging. Like I'm not gonna lie, that was a good part for sure. Took way too long though, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. You're kind of shilling me on the game, but that's just way too far into the game to have one boss fight that plays like a good RPG.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to pretend it's awesome, but, you know, you play Dragon Quest for vibes. That's the appeal, is vibes. You don't play it because it's the best RPG in terms of gameplay or story. You play it to play a classic medieval adventure. The thing is, with me, especially, you know how you and I grew up, so this makes perfect sense. Like, if I'm going to play something where the only reason to play it is the vibes, I'm going to take the one that's a Pokemon clone over the generic medieval adventure, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I like the Monsters games better. Also, they're actually a little bit more involved in the combat.
Well, I just can't imagine, after you finish this, if you do, wanting to play Dragon Quest 4 or 5.
Yeah, well,
or
I've already
6,
played 4.
Or 7.
So I'm not going to play 4 again. I might play like a couple hours on an emulator, but like, I'm not going to play 4 all the way through again. Though 4 has a story. That is the upgrade. 4 has a story.
I'll play 4. It's just after playing 1 and 2, I could not bring myself to care about 3. I'm like, how is this the same game again?
Yeah. Understandable. It's just, I guess the point of what I'm saying is the game got a bit better for sure, and I probably will finish it. I'll just grind away at it every once in a while. I'll just play like an hour. It's that type of game. You just play it for like an hour and then play something else. But if you had
done that with Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I still could. The thing is like, if you're comparing this to modern games, what would I rather spend an hour of my time grinding away at? Would it be Dragon Quest, or would it be either Persona, or, you know, Metaphor would be the new one that came out?
Those games, dude.
I would
I don't
pick
need
those,
a friend
honestly.
simulator. I have friends.
Well, I'm sad and lonely, and I like the Friend Simulator.
So, you know, I don't know. They're good in their own way. It's not just about the friends. It's about the stories. That's what I liked about Persona 3 is, like, it had more unique stories. I always remember the one about the terminally ill guy who writes a children's book. That's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's get to... That's about it for the main podcast. So let's get into the super chats.
Comment response, dude.
Oh, yeah, shit.
best
We got to
part.
talk about the comment response real quick. We won't waste too much time
I
on this.
sent all of them on Discord to you.
Okay.
They're just they're like images.
I wish there's probably a faster way to pull up all of these.
Yeah, chat. I'll be looking for names too. We did not crop out any names, so we'll see who's here getting called out. I'm like skimming the names as people talk. I want to see if.
Yeah, so I'll just hold on.
They know who they are. Some people.
Here we go. It's time. People are gonna get. They are gonna write an attention-seeking comment. Well, they'll get their response. They'll get their fucking response.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me just set these up. I don't know if I'm gonna bother cropping them to fit. Oh, hold on. I have
Just
to
blow them up. Throw them up.
Okay. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can I add
Boy,
multiple
babe.
this way? Probably not.
We'll do one at a time.
Yeah. Okay. What? This is supposed to be bad comments. Why'd you pick a good one for
Oh,
you?
because it praised me.
Okay, well, Devin brought this up.
You thought these were gonna be bad? No, they're only comments being nice to me. That's all.
Yeah, no, I promise you they're not. But I didn't read this one. So yeah, JackBed96 says, based Final Fantasy 2 enjoyer, common Devin W lol.
Yeah, they spelled my name wrong. It's the thought that counts, though.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was me, but that's why it only has 2 upvotes because that's my alt account. I upvoted it on my alt and my main.
Yeah, I believe you. All right, hold on. Okay, so by Dagon 112233, Synth, if your brother feeds Poir to the dogs, we will enact a Poirihad against him. Based. Absolutely correct. All right. Best comment.
Funny.
Yeah, best comment right there.
Look, as long as the dog doesn't ask for it, she won't get it. But anything she wants, she gets.
No.
That's how it goes.
Okay, Snuff-san, thanks to the, I'm reading it like a super chat, what's wrong with me? Anyway, hey Synthler, add these to a podcast feed. Well, the podcast is on Spotify now, and if you want to watch it on YouTube, just go to my channel page and click the live tab. These are the only live streams that are public anymore, so I don't really need a playlist, but I could make a playlist if you want to listen to them in a row, I suppose. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
And on Spotify, they are lightly edited, just to remove the visual component. So if we're like watching a trailer silently, I cut that part.
Okay, here we go. Tidia TDA 313. If you don't change it enough, it's the same game. See Dragon Quest. If you change it too much, it's, what the hell is this? This isn't my favorite game. See Final Fantasy. There's just no winning. Okay, well, at the time I read this, I was a little annoyed. This was, this is way too obtuse. Obviously, you know the difference between a good sequel and a bad sequel. Obviously, there's a good reason why people are upset by things like Final Fantasy 13 or 15 or 16. Because if you compare, what Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are to that, it's obviously not really the same series anymore. Maybe you could argue 13. 13, I guess, is kind of like
I just think I would take the change and fuck it up over the don't change it at all, so I'm playing the exact same game 11 times in a row.
Yeah, Dragon Quest is way too similar. It's too similar.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's beyond Call of Duty, which is something you exclusively make fun of for being too similar to each other.
Yeah, I mean, if you're okay with Dragon Quest sequels, then you're okay with Call of Duty. It's the same shit. It's just the Japanese version of Call of Duty. But I say this as the only Dragon Quest fan amongst the two of us. I like Dragon Quest, but it's not going to be in the best of any RPG series, really. Unless we're talking about Pokemon clones. Then yeah, best Pokemon clone is Dragon Quest Monsters games. I know.
Pokemon's my favorite Pokemon clone.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Oh, Latina Parfait getting called out. Here we go. This is the one I wanted to read.
Yep.
Synth may be based, but when it comes to retro games, he might actually have the worst takes on planet Earth.
Now, notice the upvotes, by the way. 26.
Yeah,
just
26
keep that in mind
likes.
for later. Keep that in mind for later.
So the problem with this is the coward's
correct,
way.
Right? You do have shit taste. Because what he's implying by not saying Devin is that I have good taste and you have bad taste.
Yeah, see, the funny thing is, I like these games more than Devin, so we just know you want to get my attention. You fucking slut! Anyway, but, the problem with this is cowardice. You haven't said the games you like, so we can't mock them. This is why every time on stream now, it's basically a meme. Whenever people say, oh, shit taste, or they say something to that, I just say, name 3 games you like. Name 3. For a reason, so we can mock you. Because we all know this is an easy comment to like. This is a Reddit comment. This is the shit that you'd see on the top of like r/whatever YouTuber you like or hate. This would be the top comment on a post is, oh, shit taste. He doesn't like the things I like. And people agree, but all of you guys individually, the 26 people like this, all like shit games that you would mock each other for. But you have no self-awareness. None. 0. Because you're not people. You don't have the 144,000 souls or whatever. You don't have any. No souls.
No, the worst part about this is the answer is almost always they had no favorite game. They didn't care, right? No one has played these shitty NES games. You just haven't. It's either games people remember playing as a kid or they've heard some YouTuber say Final Fantasy 1 is actually crazy. It's like so good, guys. You know? And that's why they can't name their favorite 3 games, because it would probably be the same as us. It's Zelda 1, Mario 3, Mega Man 2. Those are like the only NES games that are even worth talking about. Except I'm a schizo and like Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, I don't even think you think that we have bad opinions in the traditional sense. We just don't like them as much as you do. In the grand scheme of all the games that have released, people are seriously trying to insinuate that the peak might have been NES, or at least they're in the same range as games from the PS1 or PS2 era. That's insane. Absolutely fucking insane. But if you're a 30-something who grew up with these games and probably haven't played them in 20 years, yeah, maybe you think that they're still some of the best, but I can just tell you they're not. They're just straight up, you play it blind with no nostalgia, they're not. Okay, most NES games are they're overly simplistic, they're poorly balanced. Like, they still were designing games with the philosophy that they're fucking quarter munchers. You know, they already have your purchase. If anything, making the game too hard or just not even fun for various reasons means they're not gonna buy the future fucking games. You know, it's stupid. It's stupid.
No, like 1989, one of the best games that came out that year was DuckTales. And playing it, you can obviously see it is a great NES game. Like, it's fun level design, but it's 30 minutes long. And that's what all of these shitty NES games would be if they designed their games like that, making it fun over hard, is they would be 30 minutes long. I think Mega Man 2, despite, me saying it's one of the greatest NES games, isn't that much longer than 30 minutes. Probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So it's like, even if they were the greatest games ever made, which they're not, an hour and a half of good game is not that impressive compared to, Resident Evil 4, which is 15 hours of the greatest game ever, or Spyro 1, which is, oh wait, that one's also 30 minutes of a good game. My bad.
Spyro's like 5 hours, but that's pretty solid.
That's crazy, because in my head, Spyro 1 is super short. But yeah, 5 hours of a good game, that's still a whole lot better than 30 fucking minutes. I just can't be impressed by 30 minutes of what's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that one. I think here's another one. I think that's the same theme. Okay, here we go. The Nemchris. Since brother is such a typical Nintendo toddler, LMAO, hates everything except his shitty child games.
Now look at the upvotes. It's only 20, so I did better. I did better than you.
Yeah, I guess
which
that's
is the important part. But you realize we're talking about NES games. They're all fucking Nintendo games, retard. Not to mention, like, go ahead, tell me. What are these Sega games that everyone's so impressed by that came out in fucking 1987? Phantasy Star 1? Really? That's what, or is it Alex the Kid? A game no one's ever fucking heard of if it wasn't for Sonic? Pussies. It's exactly what you're saying. They're pussies who will not present a counter argument. They just whine because they're gay.
Yeah, and then the retards who watch me, and there's plenty of you, let's be honest, are like, wow, I agree with that. That's smart and funny, and I like it.
Yep.
No.
Nintendo.
Use your fucking brain.
Upvote. It is true. It is funny, but
okay. Yeah, people saw the word Nintendo toddler and they liked it. That's all that happened. Okay, here we go. Olio Rogue, I said, what the fuck? Anyway, Olio Rogue says, "What the hell games do you like?" And then a reply is by Thaddeus Mason, "Good ones, duh." I mean, the obvious answer is this is a tourist, obviously, but the answer is Spyro. How many fucking times do I have to say I like Spyro? Goddamn. Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot. Those are the games I like.
Look, every podcast I give shitty indie games that I like.
Like every 3D Mario except Super Mario Odyssey. I like all those.
Honestly, those are my answers too. All of my favorite games are 3D platformers.
Yeah, so there you go. If I have to keep answering this goddamn question, I swear to God, I'm sorry that I don't say in every video that Spyro's my favorite game, so people could use it against me. Whatever. There's got to be 1,000 clips of me saying that by now. Feel free to make fun of me. I don't give a shit.
Okay, one more comment. By it looks like Lancelot, but it's like Lancelot. I don't know. Dulake 8075. Normies love Elden Ring, you say, dishonestly trying to paint it out as some casual slop. Normies think Elden Ring is too hard and has no story. Like them or not, From Software is one of the only big developers left who still makes games with its niche hardcore audience in mind. Just play Sekiro for fuck's sake, Synth. You'll love it way more than Elden Ring. Well, ignoring the last sentence, that is the most out of touch, like, objectively wrong shit I've heard. Elden Ring is as normie as Call of Duty. It sold like 25 million copies. What the fuck are you talking about?
Who's the black guy who died like 100 times on one boss?
Kai Cenat.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me that's not... That game's just too hardcore for that normie to play? Like, are you kidding me?
He had like 100,000 viewers at a time or something. Elon Musk played Elden Ring. What? Bro, what are you talking about? Like, it was normie as fuck. And people just cheated, man. Do you think I'm the only guy who's Mimic Tier? I promise you, many people either beat bosses in co-op or had Mimic Tier. Nobody
Not to mention,
cares.
you can just grind. It's an open world game. In fact, 99% of normies don't finish games. So by the time it got hard, they just stopped playing anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know how the hell you think that From Software is niche. This reads like a parody comment. Like, I almost don't believe it, but the last sentence makes me feel like it's real, that he wanted me to play Sekiro.
Yeah, don't play Sekiro, by the way. It's a rhythm game with no music. Why would you play that?
I played on stream one time. I had a decent time, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it really didn't hook me that much. Okay, I guess that's it for comment response. Time to get to super chats then.
Okay, you want... Wait. You want to find out if someone's retarded or not? So I said Sekiro is a rhythm game without music. What do you think that means to you?
Pressing parry at the right time like it's a rhythm.
Yeah, but it's not to the beat of the music. This guy says, Sekiro has a wonderful story, and it has music, lol. You fucking retard! How could you miss the point that badly?
Dude, trust me, they do it with me all the time. There's, like, sometimes they just come to my head. Like, I was talking about how, like, Metal Gear Solid 4 did not predict the future at all because, like, you know, private military contractors, corporations, whatever, they don't dominate warfare. There's, like, no chips that control people's, you know, emotions and shit or any of that. And I was talking about how, like, you know, whenever a PMC gets too big in real life, there'll be some huge controversy, like the Blackwater Massacre. And the guy's like, dude, there's, like, tons of PMCs, idiot. It's just like, all right, thanks for not listening to anything I said, you fucking mouth-breathing.
They want to gotcha every time.
Yep. Like, anyway, whatever. My point was...
I love Chad, though. Chad is my friend.
The whole point I was trying to make is just that people always say, like, Kojima predicted everything, but, like, he's predicted a bunch of shit, like, way wrong. And, like, from what I hear, the message of Death Stranding is literally just, like, left and right-wing people shouldn't fight each other. Nobody likes each other anymore. It's like, that's cringe. That's very cringe. Where's the Death Stranding where I kill all of my enemies, and then I'm happy? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's Postal 2, I think is the only
Post
game that
2. There you go. Yeah, Post 2 is it. So, Thomas doesn't want to be a mod, by the way. I brought it up, and he's here right now.
Sad.
Thomas is in shit.
I just want him to do it so I could see him easier.
I'm just gonna mod Thomas against his will. Thomas, you're a
fuck
mod
Thomas.
now. Because you don't want to be a mod is why you're a mod. There you go. So now everyone knows it's the Thomas. Okay, anyway, super chats. Game Sense, thanks to the $2. Grums is even shilling harder for the indie game now. Why? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. He's extremely astroturfed. Ironically, by leftists. I don't know why
Grum?
Mark Kern, the guy who was a World of Warcraft developer, who every Troon hates for some reason.
Oh, yeah. We talked about him last time.
Yeah. I don't know why he's so heavily astroturfed as, like, this big, you know, anti-SJW figure. Yumi, thanks to the $2. Moon Whipper 88 whipping the I don't even know if I want to read that. Into shape, whatever. This oh my god. Anyway, look, I made a joke in the video. People can feel free to clip it, I guess. Bob, thanks to the 5 Canadian. CEO Assassin was a Chad, good-looking, ripped, liked Pokemon, and was valedictorian and rich. He was such a cool guy. It looks so cool. Absolute Chad. I love how leftists were praising him, too. You know, it's like, yeah, big, and what a twist. A right-wing guy is the only guy who actually accomplishes anything because all you guys are pussies.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate.
You see, though, that Ben Shapiro is like,
yes.
You know, the lefties are parading a murderer as a hero. Like, yeah, because he's cool.
Yeah, Ben. You know, I'm sorry if people like you are getting killed. Anyway, that's a joke. Anyway, Reverse Lee, thanks to the $2. The comments for that indie video will be a war zone. I don't think so. It'll be pretty astroturfed if true, which I won't be shocked. Again, I put multiple Twitter quotable things in the video. But nobody actually cares about the game. It only got, 12,000 peak players? Is that what I showed earlier?
Yeah, no, Avowed is going to be the next Battleground game.
Yeah. Zion Hunter, thanks to the 20 SCK. Did you see Suicide Squad game is shutting down? Yeah, we sort of covered that. Yep. Mega Rock and Roller, thanks $5. I feel like your best and worst 2024 should also have a top 5 bland slop category too. A lot of games from this year were more bland than bad. Yeah, but that's not that interesting.
Yeah, every game.
Yeah, almost every AAA game I played would be on that list. But I am probably going to do a best remake, worst remake, because I played a bunch of remakes this year. That's a random name, thanks to 5 Canadian. I've seen over 6 million timelines and found only one in which the Space Toucans weren't subverting everything. The one where the painter won. And okay. MBS Mythic, thanks to the $10. Feed Devin to Sammy for disrespecting Poir in the last podcast. Loving podcast, by the way. It's fun to hear honest people talk about the endless flow of sewage we call the video game industry. Yeah, I mean, that's more or less the point of the show. We just kind of talk shit about video games.
Yep.
Good luck finding anyone who hates games more than me and my brother.
I hope, although a lot of my indie slop recommendations are jokey in nature, I hope at least a couple people have found something interesting to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there aren't any good games that come out anymore. I try to shout them out whenever I play one in the streams, since I never make videos about good games anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the shit I like isn't, like, super mainstream appealing. Again, like, Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom is not something that 90% of you guys would care to play, but...
You should all play it, though. It's so good. It's the game of the year by far.
Yep. Nate Diaz, thanks to $2. Elden Ring / Armored Core 6 greater than Spyro 2. Are you trying to be on the next comment response? Which I'm already reading. That doesn't count because it's the super chat, so we're already responding. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. That's a random name, thanks to 2 Canadian. As a Slav, I confirm I'm the darkest N-word I know. There you go.
Oh yeah, the poll results are 30%. Nope. Now, okay, we're at 69% white. Funny.
Yeah, that's actually a higher white count than usual. Maybe,
Yeah, I think people are lying.
Yeah, they're either lying or the stream viewers are more brown than, like, the podcast viewers somehow. I have no idea.
I think, look, you guys are all white to me. But to reality, my guess would be it's probably 40% white.
Yeah. Higher white count than usual. I mean, what I'm just saying. I've seen the polls. It was up to like 40% one time. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to $2. Since mods are mostly brown, DEI quota covered. Yep. Yep, right-wing
They're our
groups
shield.
are more diverse than left-wing groups. I mean, did you see how many lefties were like unironically being racist because Mexicans were voting for Trump? I saw a bunch of that. There was people on Reddit saying that Mexicans are too dumb. Like, they actually said that. Well, I mean, you know.
I'm not
a
commenting.
broken clock. Anyway, so Game Sense, thanks to the $2. In IT, the whites, in quotes, don't work past 5. True Aryans. There you go.
Yep.
See, never work past 5. That's
Yeah,
proof
is it because
that-
we're late? Like, if the podcast was earlier, would it be different?
Well, it's also proof that the Japanese aren't white as much as people want
not.
them to be.
They're not human either, but that's unrelated.
Yeah. They were in like the 80s through probably the early the 2000s, but they lost their humanity along with most other people in the past like 15 years.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think when did Max C come out in the OCG? That's when. That's what
Hey,
happened.
there you go. See, real shit. But the TCG invented it though, so what does that say about, you know?
Yeah, but we killed our creation. We thought it was funny. We do a little trolling sometimes. We've always been that way.
Yep.
But we knew when to kill it.
Bay Shaman, thanks to the $5. First person to receive reparations for a lynching was Italian. Well, is that Italian with 3 parentheses or like,
Yeah,
you know, how Italian we talk?
that's us.
Yeah.
Italian with 3 parentheses. That's us.
Yeah. MVS Mythic, thanks to the $5. It's anyone who plays games on their phone is counted, so they can say 50% of gamers are women to own the right. Yeah. I've literally talked about that in a video before, I think, too. Into Deep, thanks to the $10. The CEO shooter was identified by a McDonald's. Yeah, Devin said that. It was identified by a McDonald's kiosk.
Yep.
And the reason was a botched surgery that made him pee and poo himself, and it was done by a DEI doctor United recommended, which they refused to fix. See, that's
Jeez.
real shit. What a hero. See, he got his revenge.
Yep.
Game Sense, thanks to the $5. Secret Level was so disappointing except for Warhammer. Titus being a Chad as usual. Even Sifu was a disappointment, even though the art style was great. I guess I'll find out after the podcast. I'll watch the rest of them as I'm editing.
Do you want me to, or do you not? Should I not bother?
Well, maybe you should, because they're releasing the second half right before the next podcast. So I guess, yeah, you might as well watch the rest of the first batch.
Okay.
Spat Space Wizard, thanks to the $2. The Dirt Eater mask is so funny. Dirt Eater mask. I'm not sure what he's referring to. This bag of $5.50. Sweeping Hamster, thanks to the $2. Dare you enter my magical realm? I'm sure that was in reference to us talking about the D&D episode of Secret Levels. You know that comic, right?
No.
It's like an old web comic where like a dungeon master has a wizard where he has a piss fetish. So like you enter like a piss forest and there's piss everywhere. And basically, yeah, the punchline is they punch their friend, which is about right. You know, I mean, he's putting weird fetish shit into the game. Fuck you.
Well, now they D&D has created like safe word stuff, so you just hit him with your safe word.
Yeah,
and he'd know to cut it out.
Mega Rock and Roll, thanks to $2. Devin should play Kokoro Clover. I don't know what that is.
I'll look it up.
Devontae, thanks to the $2. No, I don't know what this is trying to say. It's obviously like a saying it with an accent or something. No memes Gue LMAO. I'm not sure what that means. Someone decipher that.
Do you
for
see
me.
what I'm saying? Where there's no way it's 69% white.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's trying to do a thing, but I can't decipher what he's trying to say. Anyway, Retardicus 2, thanks to the 5 Brazilian. Oh boy. Green text. Chest, belly, and ass sliders maxed. Synth really is black. Parentheses Italian. I didn't max the belly one. Or actually, and I fixed the tits one. I only had it halfway because the tits were comically huge.
No, that's
it's like a fertility
belly
statue.
minimum. ass like half, tits maximum. That's the ideal.
I finalized it with like tits half, belly like a third, and then the ass maxed. So, that's just me.
So you're a fat fetishist. Anything?
The fertility statue meme. There you go. I love how one statue is like, yeah, they were totally all into obese bitches. This one statue by one Coomer who was whacking it off to like ancient, whatever the ancient version of porn is. That's evidence everyone liked fat bitches.
Yeah, I think we were just capable of literary devices for all of human history. So, it's exaggerated on purpose. Not necessarily the ideal female form.
Yep. You're right.
That's just me, though. Maybe we've always just loved fat bitches.
Listen, never mind. I'm not explaining myself. It'll not end well for me.
Yeah, actually, all of human history, we've always liked Fuda. Is that what you're going to say?
No, there's always context. People always take out context. If you have like a short stack character, having them have a little bit of a belly sort of like fits with the theme. I'm not imagining some huge African obese woman. You know what I mean? I'm imagining small. No, don't say that. Anyway, moving on. Don't say that.
A small penis to go with.
No, I was saying a small. Fine, I'll say it anyway. To say if you imagine the worst, the actual thing is not as bad as that. I was saying the small fleshlight creature should have handles to hold on to, and it has horns, I guess, but whatever. Anyway, so. Arrived the house right. Thanks to $2. Post-wall Melanie Mac is gate kept by gamers/gooner. I don't know what the fuck you're even saying here.
I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything we talk about in this podcast? Wisdom Vision Productions. Thanks to the $2. Thoughts on the 28 Years Later trailer? Didn't see it. I've seen the first movie. I didn't see the second one. I don't know if I really care that much, but I guess I could watch the trailer just to have something to talk about. Manikaz, thanks to the membership. Show us Poir, please. Asking you shall receive. Here's Poir. There you go. It was definitely worth the money, 100%.
Why don't you just buy two?
It's my
so
boy.
I can give one to Sam.
Why would you give Sam something cheap? Why do you want to give Sam shit that actually costs a little bit of money?
Sam deserves nice things.
I like Poir, okay? I've been watching Dragon Ball. Ah, shit. We could talk about that. But we filled this podcast, I think. But I could have talked about me. I'll finish Dragon Ball, and then next time I'll give you my review. Because I'm on the 3rd arc now, so probably by next podcast I'll watch
And how long was /short is it?
Yeah, I think there's 5 or 6 arcs. Yeah, 6, I think. There's like 6 arcs in the OG
how many
Dragon Ball.
episodes is that, though?
I don't remember. 200 something, I think.
Oh, damn, that's a lot.
Maybe. No, it's probably not that long. It's probably in the hundreds. 100. I don't know. Someone can answer, I bet. Someone can say how many episodes in OG Dragon Ball there are.
That should take a hot minute for you to finish, then.
I mean, I'm watching it basically editing out the filler. Not much, though, actually.
Okay.
It's actually only editing out like 10 to 15 minutes, but still. 150. There you go. There's 150 episodes in OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's going to be a while before you finish it.
Joseph Silver, thanks to $2. Try Metaphor, actually quite good, not slop. I don't like the communist messaging that I've seen in images, but I don't know. My bigger concern, other than the communism shit and the diversity shit, is that those games are long as fuck, and I'd really rather spend my time doing anything that's much shorter than that. Even something like Dragon Quest 3 is probably 30 hours at the longest, whereas, Persona 4 took me over 80 hours. I think it was like 100. So that's why I never played 5.
Yeah, I think the ideal JRPG is 100 hours, but I don't want to play a friend simulator.
The ideal JRPG is 100 hours? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because you're supposed to go from killing chickens to killing God, and it should take a long time for that to happen.
if it's good content. I know you're memeing right now. Anyway,
No, I'm not. I mean that legitimately. I'm actually not memeing when I say that. That it takes about 100 hours to feel like you have progressed that far. Like, to really feel like you went from nothing to killing God.
All right, well, all I care is the quality of the content. After having played pure slop for almost 5 years of doing this channel, I can't take it. If it's bad content, I don't like it.
All content is bad content.
Cast 23 Clash 01, thanks to the $2. Fire and Ice is a goated NES game. I doubt that somehow, but Devin, look into it.
Fire
and Ice.
Well, I have the strangest feeling the year is going to be wrong.
Yeah, we might have already passed it. Who knows? Because, well, who knows? Just figure it out.
1992? What the fuck?
Oh, that's a late NES release.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll try it out.
Plant Vortex, thanks to $2. Why won't you give Penny's Big Breakaway a chance? I already did. I don't like it. Devin, did you play it?
Play what?
Penny's Big Breakaway?
For a little bit, and it has no level design. It's like, it doesn't matter how nice it is to control the character if you're just skipping all of the level design.
Yep. Yeah, that sums it up. Just some guy, thanks to $2. Virgin Peacemaker versus Chad Genocide Committer. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
That's a random name, thanks to 2 Canadians. Speaking of Ben Shapiro, have you seen his sis's, oh, nudes. That's what that says. I'm not going to comment on that, but I'm not going to comment. Anyway, a man in yellow, thanks to the $2. If you get a chance, check out The Dark Tower by DCC. Yeah, I'm aware of those. I didn't see... I'm aware of Dark Tower. I don't...
What is it?
It's a book series.
Oh, I read probably half of the first book. I was not a fan.
Yeah, it was Stephen King. Yeah, I forgot. Like, he actually wrote something that wasn't horror.
Oh, never mind. Wrong thing then.
Yeah, series of 8
never
novels.
Mind. I did not read that.
Yeah, Dark Tower. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of Dark Tower. Kaz 23 Clash 01, thanks to the $2. Ilya greater than Midna. Just the trash taste is unreal. Anyway,
Which one's Ilya?
Some forgettable bitch from Twilight Princess. Let's see.
Oh, what? No, come on.
Yeah, fucking trash. Actual trash.
She looks like more of a goblin than Midna does.
Yep. Meatwad, thanks to the $10. I was in the middle of a Shadow Generations review, and the guy dropped, I had Koof twice? Oh, yeah, a video you're watching, you mean. Yeah, I had Koof twice. I'm sorry, but if you're virtue signaling over a 5-year-old cold, you're 100% soy. Koof is a dead horse, move on. No, it's part of the religion, guys.
Dude, me and you have
religion
had
of
Koof
science.
twice.
Yeah.
Yep. And both times we were sick for like a day.
No, yeah, soy boys can't help but be extremely cringe in their videos. Like, it's painful sometimes. Like, you'll watch a normal review, and then they just bring up stupid shit for no reason. Like, I was binge watching Manga Kamen and his Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And once you get past, like, the autistic slurring, like, the videos are fine. You know, they're not that special, but, you know, they're decently entertaining, I guess. But, like, sometimes he'll just bring up, like, he moralizes about lolly characters, and I'm just saying, like, well, you're watching the shit, you know what's in it. Why are you bitching? They're not gonna listen to, you know, the Gaijin virtue signaling cuckold. Is this just, like, to assure your audience you're a good person or something? Like, everyone knows about these characters already. Shut the fuck up. This is not necessary for the video. Anyway. Lance Manliness, thanks to the $5. Gonna head out. Need to get ready for work. Keep cracking that whip, my cracker. That was the other clip that I couldn't find that is in the video, by the way. Devin laughed. I showed him the part.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to show that part during the podcast from the footage, but don't worry, it's in the video. You'll just hear it in the video. Okay, that's all the super chats. So yeah, I'm not to answer in case anyone asks, but I think you should already know the answer. No, I'm not gonna stream later because I'll be editing the video that should have already been out. Oh, another super chat came in. Okay, a man in yellow. Hold on, a man in yellow. Thanks to $2. It's not Stephen King. It's an Egyptian D&D setting. It's based.
Okay, maybe it is the thing I'm thinking of then.
I thought that was Black Sun. Or something. Or maybe this is just a different setting. I know Black Sun is like, it's almost like a Conan, like, magicalist, like, edgier D&D setting. I don't know. But that's a Egyptian thing? Dark Tower? I don't know.
No, okay, it's not what it is Stephen King, The Dark Tower.
Yeah, this must be something else. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway... no, I won't be streaming later. I'll be editing the Indiana Jones review. It'll be out tomorrow no matter what, I promise. Me and Devin will be streaming the Game Awards together Thursday night. And I am not entirely convinced that I'll be doing a Secret Levels review, but it's possible. We'll just put it that. Alright, that's about it. I'll see you guys.
Yep, see you, chat.